All right, I think we're up and we're streaming. Sorry, I'm getting this started a little late. I had a appointment with the VA. I totally forgot about it. It's a video chat, and it took about an hour, so I had to do that. I apologize. I had to take care of that business, but we're gonna get this thing up and going. I didn't do my normal countdown, so bear with me here. I've got to get a couple prep things here done, as we're looking at a pretty busy afternoon. Just a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings out there, and thanks for the new subscriber who just came on there. Not sure where that came from, but we got to play the YouTube algorithm game again for today. But I think we'll have a little better luck today for today's coverage. At least that's what I'm hoping for, and we're going to be all over this here for today. So again, I'm trying to get everything up and going for me, so please bear with me here for a second as I am getting all my little gadgets and gadgets and all that kind of good stuff here going as I'm kind of getting stepped into this. And let's start that. Control V and connect. Get my Twidget going here and let that go. And then I need to go back to the live stream. I got to edit this. Let's go down to the thumbnail. Yeah, I gotta change everything up here. Let's see here. Let's see. I got severe weather coverage. No, I could have swore I had a severe weather. Join now, severe weather coverage. Here we go. I want to get that updated. Hit, and let's see here. We'll go with that right now. Hey, how you guys doing here? Getting started here on the severe weather chat. Oh, my Twidget is now up and going. I got that going. Let me make sure my chat's going here. I got to put something in there. I always forget to do that. Got to put something in the chat. Got to get that going. Do I have that up there? Where's my chat going here, folks? Trying to find my chat. Trying to find it, and it says it's not there. It's not popped out. Receive restore chat. And let's do this again. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. There we go. Should be the same thing there. And there goes. Test message here. Like I said, I didn't know what doing my normal countdown here as we were kind of getting in it going. Let me make sure that it's in the chat. I think it is. And let's look at that real quick. There's the chat. Yep, there it is. It's up. All right, make sure it was up. And we're going. All right, we're up and it's on, and yep, it's in the Twidget. So there we go. All right, we got a lot to talk about, folks. We got a busy day. So select up, down. There we go. Hey, good afternoon there, JR. Good to see you there, brother. Good afternoon. Where you dialing in from today? Let me know where you're coming in from here. We're gonna be getting all up and going on this again. Let me get my thing here, my count back up here normal again. I didn't have that up. I don't even have that up yet. See, that's what I'm just really lame right now, man. Storm Labs, where are we at? Boy, that's not even coming up. Where's my Storm Labs here? There it is. Got to get on my Storm Lab. My Storm Labs is another thing we do for the chats and stuff, so I got to have my dashboard up. Just one of my things. I keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. We're going to be very busy this afternoon, so I want to make sure we got everything going here. If you guys got any questions, look, we got a lot of people getting impacted today. Quite a bit, and I want to make sure my test here is going for the. Yep, there we go. All right, we'll make sure my numbers are lined up there. Yeah, again, we got a big area, folks, that's going to be impacted with the weather for today. It's already kind of getting underway right now. As you can see here with the outlook here, I mean, we're tracking severe thunderstorm warnings that are going to go from all the way from New York State all the way down toward Texas. Of course, that enhanced area, that orange area, is the highlighted region we're seeing right now, and we got a new subscriber there. That is an outstanding thing to start off with here, and we're gonna play that game, folks. I tell you, as a baby YouTuber here, you know, I don't have that huge audience that some other folks have, and on days that certain people are not broadcasting, are going to be the best days for me to do my coverage. So that's what I'm going to do, except for hurricane season. That's a different ball of wax altogether. We get a landfall and hurricane, which is kind of my forte. I don't care who's out there. I'm still going to be doing that wall-to-wall, absolutely. But let's go take a look at what's going on right now as we're looking at Radar Omega. And we're kind of looking at, again, a lot of active weather here up into the Let me just kind of pull out here. Look at the coverage here we're talking about here. So we're talking about a lot of stuff. We already got a warning up here in New York. You got another cluster down here in Arkansas and Tennessee. You got another cluster here across Oklahoma and across Texas. So it's a very big area that we're going to be watching this severe weather. Of course, all eyes are going to be down into this area down toward Texas, especially going into late this afternoon, because that's where the highest risk for tornadoes are going to fall again for today. Not like yesterday. Thank God, nothing like that. If you guys were watching the coverage yesterday from other people, you obviously saw what happened up in Iowa. We're not looking at anything on that level. So we're talking about a 5% risk of some tornadoes, unlike the 15% they were dealing up there in Iowa, where we had all those destructive storms up that way. So we're not getting that for today. But as I was saying, the big thing here as I'm doing my coverage here and you're tuning in here, the things that you can do to help me out. Again, we got to play the YouTube algorithm game. That's why I put the game on effect here on my graphics. I do that because that's the game we got to play when we want to get with YouTube. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you've already are a subscriber, again, you know the rules. Got to play the thumbs up there. That helps the algorithm get the message out and we get more people kind of coming in and out, because the average turnover typically 5-6 minutes, and then you got somebody else coming in. So that's how you can help me out, and I do appreciate y'all's assistance here with these storms. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of stock here first. Again, I'll be rehashing that a little bit later. We got some pretty hefty thunderstorms here north of the Dallas area right now. I did have the camera up here. I'm going to wait for that to recycle here for a second. But Dallas right now, downtown Dallas is looking pretty good. They've got some pretty good winds here with some of these storms and some of these warnings that are out there right now. But nothing tornadic right now. So that's the good news for the moment. We'll see how that progresses here for this afternoon, as things are just kind of firing off in this area right now for that. So we'll see how that works here as we go through this afternoon. Waiting for this ad to drop off for me. Let me check my camera here. Stand by for 1 second. I'm going to go refresh this real quick. I'm using a Google Earth camera here. So you got to get through their little advertising. So just one of those things. There's the Dallas skyline. Oops, got to take it down first. Got to remember to take the refresh off, dummy. So you can see it's kind of hazy there in Dallas right now. Kind of air you can wear definitely afternoon. Got plenty of humidity to say the least out here. So we're going to be feeling these thunderstorms here. And you notice it kind of back building here toward the Abilene area. So we got some pretty good storms out here. In fact, this storm out here from that distance, wow, that's got to be a pretty good hailstorm there. Looks like. Let's see what that's doing with the Ville. It looks probably like it's got a pretty good hail with that thing. Oh yeah, got a pretty good hailstorm there near Bront and near Robert Lee. Again, that's just kind of showing where the large hail is going to be out in this way as well. So we got a couple things in the chat here. Who we got here? Old School. Hey, thank you there. Made a little donation. I do appreciate you kind of chiming in there and helping me out there. And JR there from Hazen, Arkansas. Obviously, your area is under the gun here. Again, welcome on board as well. Again, I want to try to give you guys the personalized service y'all deserve for coverage, and try to help explain things as best I can, and not try to talk over everybody's heads. You know, trying to be in layman's terms as best I can. Boy, we got some very heavy storms here in the Arkansas area. That's for sure. Boy, we got another warning that just came out here. Hey, thank you there. I appreciate the donation. Yeah, Old School. It delays a little bit, so but at least I know it's working. So, again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning here for southeastern Craighead, northeastern Poinsett, west central Mississippi County, and southwestern Lauderdale County. Goes till 2 o'clock. Storm is moving east at 40 and winds at 60 miles per hour. And I think that's going to be kind of the trend here for this afternoon. We're going to see a lot of these storms moving in that kind of fashion. We've got a camera in here. Let's check to see what the camera's showing here. Again, a little windy. I got some storms in the area. I don't know how active the storm chaser is going to be for today. I know Connor Croft's going to be out. We'll see how he's looking. But after the stuff they were doing with yesterday and the fact they were way up north, we'll see what kind of activity you see with the storm chasers later this afternoon. So let's go ahead and get this thing looping again here for you. Again, some pretty hefty storms here. Probably some pretty good hailers with this one as well. Look at that near Paracle. That looks pretty impressive there too. Let's take a look at the hail. Yeah, you got some pretty good hailers in there. So you're probably looking at 1 inch plus on these little gray areas for sure with the hail. And boy, it's going to be, those alarms are going to be going off like crazy. Notice the count. We're at 19 right now. Where's that new warning? I'm just waiting up here. Oh, you got stuff even going into Canada right now. Oh, here we go. Again, we're talking about a big area of coverage, and it's going to be my job to try to stay up for on this, affecting a lot of people. So we got a new warning here. $half hail. I mean, 1 1/4 inch hail there with that one. Gallia, southeastern Lawrence, southwestern Mason, Cable, and northwestern Putnam goes till 2:45. So we got that storm's moving east at 35. At least these storms are not moving like they were yesterday. Those storms yesterday, man, they were moving with a purpose. Of course, if you guys seen that drone footage, you go on YouTube later, take a look at that. There's a drone footage that Reed Timmer did out there where they had they actually had a drone out there and caught some amazing footage of the tornado that unfortunately went through a town there in Iowa. Pretty destructive. But check that out later if you get a chance. It was a very destructive storm. And then you caught the video of it tearing up the windmills as well. That was also pretty bad. All right, getting some storms that get closer and inching closer to the Nashville area. Here's our new warning. Looking at severe thunderstorm warning here from Montgomery County, southeastern Stewart, Houston County, and northeastern Humphreys goes till 2 o'clock. So 35 mile per hour moving northeast at 35 and 60 mile per hour winds. So, man, it's like one after the other. Look at the count going up. I'm interested to see what kind of count we get with these warnings. This one's up near Pennsylvania. And again, we're talking about a very large area here trying to cover these storms. When I said millions in the headline, I wasn't kidding. I wasn't just here, come click and see me. That was in a true statement. This one's for central Clinton County, west central Lincoln County, and Pennsylvania goes till 3 o'clock. These storms moving northeast at 20, but again, 60 mile per hour winds. That is going to be a growing theme there. Absolutely. Hey, we got more people here joining on the channel. Again, I do appreciate you guys joining in. If you're new to the channel, again, I'm the little channel that could. And we're gonna need your help today to kind of get this thing out and play games with the YouTube algorithm. You can do that by please give me a thumbs up on the channel. And if you like what you see and you'd like to include me as one of your weather sources, God knows there's plenty of them out there in the YouTube universe, please consider subscribing to the channel. Oh, and by the way, when you subscribe, you're automatically enrolled to win a free NOAA weather radio. When I get to 5,000, I'm going to be giving away 8 NOAA weather radios I'm going to randomly pick from the group. So just want to throw that out there. So, but we got a lot of warnings, folks. Even getting into Canada. I mean, we got some warnings up here in Canada. We got some here in the Northeast. Again, we look at West Virginia, back over here toward Arkansas and Tennessee, big cluster down here near Texas and Oklahoma. So it is a very large area that we're going to have to cover here for this weather for today. So the hot zone, again, for tornadoes is going to be down here. So that'll be coming in, I think, a little bit later. So we're talking about areas here, getting down in this zone as we go through the afternoon. So that's what I'll be watching here. As these storms are just kind of getting fired in on the tail end of that line right now, moving in to the eastern portions of Texas. That's what I'll be watching very, very closely. So, again, boy, I mean, those alarms, which are, I'm glad to have that tone because it at least alerts me to when something comes up. And especially when you're covering a zone this big, you got to be able to know where to look. So, this is kind of getting over near the Oklahoma, going into Oklahoma, actually. Ping pong size hail on this one. Look at this. Northwestern Bryan County and southeastern Atoka County goes until 2 o'clock. Storm was located 4 miles south of Durant, moving northeast at 35. So, healthy storms, man. I'll tell you that. They're pretty good gully washers here as well. I wonder what the rainfall totals are doing up this way, just to kind of look and see how they're doing. Yeah, pretty good, heavy, decent rains in there. Absolutely. Yeah, they do have some flash flood watches up. By the way, I can show you those here real quickly. I'll show you that real quick. Let me show you that. Yeah, here we go. Here's it. So there you see with the watches, and as well as the green area showing the flash flood watches. I mean, this area's been blasted with rain, to say the least. So they do have the flash flood watches as well. So we got something in the chat going there. So we got something here. Hey, Saudi Mode, welcome on board there from South Carolina. Hey, appreciate you coming on board, and if you did subscribe there, thank you for joining us as well. How long will it take Nashville to determine what the strength of Iowa tornado was? The assessment teams are probably out there today. It'll be interesting to see what the strength of the big one, especially went through town. At least judging by what I saw with the damage, I'm guessing EF3, maybe EF4 was kind of borderline in there. I did see the max wind, but I'm just talking about the damage that I saw It'll be it may have been a 4, but we'll see once the teams get out there and they do their assessment. And then what's interesting is you'll get these tornado reports and stuff. In fact, I can kind of show you that from yesterday. Let me show you, not that one here. Let me get this one up for you here. I have to. Oh, why is that not coming up? Ooh, that's not good. I wonder why it's doing that. Let's see here. Oh, that's not the right one. That's why. Well, anyway. I was going to try to show you the storm. So far today, that's what we got here for today. So it's been mostly hail and wind damage so far. But I think that's going to go up significantly, especially this afternoon with that daytime heating and stuff. I was wondering why my other thing was not coming up here. There's this one's supposed to be a, it's not the, oh, there it is. Okay, let's try this again. Let me refresh this. I might be able to do it again. There it goes. So let me transition this over. And then we'll take a look at the data here from yesterday. So let me go ahead and go forward here a little bit. Obviously that was the 21st, 19, 20, 21. Here we go. So there right now the total, one more, 22nd. Okay, that's the total report that came out today for the previous day. So 25 tornadoes, 365 wind damage reports, and 144 hail reports. So 534 total, but the tornado report total was only 25. That number will likely go up once the teams go out there and they assess the damage out there. So that number's not the final number. Hey, thanks to the new subscriber there. We'll wait and see if it catches up there, but thank you very much. I do want to try to make a run at 3,700. When I get these opportunities to do this, I want to get us closer so I can give away the free stuff. I got free radios I want to give away, man. I got 8 of them that I'm buying to give out to folks. So I do appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. Again, every time y'all do the likes and do everything like that, like right now we're up to, what are we up to on the like channel? We're up to 13 likes already. That's very good. It's a good start. Excellent. So once y'all do that kind of stuff, the likes, the subscribes, gets in the algorithm, people kind of tune in, see what's going on. It really does help with the stuff. I cannot go against Ryan Hall. I have pretty much determined that from now on, I will not, if it's a really big event that's going on, I'm not going to even try, because when I was doing the coverage last week, and we had very good coverage there on the day we had those big storms in Houston. We had 2,800 views in about 6 hours, which for this size channel is not bad. That's pretty good. Yesterday, same coverage, 250. That was it. YouTube algorithm says, nope, he's the big boy. He's got 2 million subscribers. We're only going to alert him, and nobody else will know that I'm even on. So that's the reality. And I'm definitely not bad-mouthing the guy, because I call Ryan's the godfather. He's the guy that kind of set the YouTube universe. If you went back and looked on YouTube 2+ years ago, you had the storm chasers were out there, you had a few folks out there, but it has really exploded since Ryan came on board. So he is the godfather. He's up here, he's at the top of the pyramid, and I am down here. I'm one of the low bottom feeders to say, please feed me. So I applaud him for his success and wish him all the best. He's doing some great stuff out there. Only thing I can say is what I hope to give you guys is, as you can see with my motto down below, your personal weatherman. I want to give you, because I'm smaller, I can give you guys one-on-one attention, and that's one thing I hope to do. That's why I like to keep active on the chats and stuff. Hey, Rosen, back in the house. Good to see you in there. Good to see you. Absolutely. And Sodi was saying it used to be stationed near Killeen and Goodfellow. Yeah, they're getting some. They might get some thunderstorms down there today as well. But I think most of that heavy activity may stay to the north there. And there's some random guy back. Good to see you there, Southeast Texas. Yeah, been pretty busy down there. Obviously, you still got some storms that may come through tonight as well. And I'm trying to say hello to everybody here. Hello from we got is that Marticus the First? Yes, I remember you. Good to have you back as well. Illinois in the house. So just kind of checking all this stuff. People bad mouthing my Braves. They're playing terrible right now. So I got to hold the faith, man. I got to hold the faith. You know, I'm hoping they turn around. They did win a World Series a couple years ago, so I can't be too bad at them. But yeah, that's okay. Maybe I should just lose the hat. You know, I don't know. I kind of wear the hat just to kind of hide the gray hair. You know, so or maybe I'll just get something else. So anyway. All right, guys. All right, we got a lot going on. Let's go ahead and keep on top of this, as we've got 13 severe thunderstorm warnings out there right now, encompassing a very, very large area. and we're going to be watching this all evening long. So as you guys kind of come in and come out, again, if you're new to the channel, just give the like. Please consider subscribing. Let's check out some of these cameras in this area here, just to kind of see what kind of weather they're kind of doing. Yeah, ooh, it's coming down in buckets there. One thing I like about Tennessee, Radar Omega, and for those who don't know, and I know those who've watched before, you know this, they're actually based here in Atlanta. And I'm really kicking myself in the head. A friend of mine who was a storm chaser, who was kind of helping them out when they were first kind of getting going a few years ago, was asking me to, hey, you need to get Radar Omega, you need to beta test and all that stuff. And I was going, I'm kind of used to this other stuff and stuff. And I'm kicking myself in the head for doing it because they've really become the premier app out there. So what I intend to do next week is I'm going to actually go to Radar Omega and I'm going to ask, I'm not big enough to be sponsored. I'm not asking for that. There's a couple of these guys out there and you know who they are. Ryan being one of them. There's a couple of folks who are sponsored by Radar Omega. They got to use that stuff exclusively. They get a little extra benefits of that. But I'm at least going to ask to see if I can beta test for them. And what that means is that when they get their new versions of their product, they beta test it out with users to see to give them feedback. So, and I've done that with a couple of weather companies, WSI, Bearing Services. I've done that in the past when I worked in TV stations. So I'm hoping that they'll at least allow me to beta test for them to do some things, and then I can bring the beta test to you guys and use it here. So, yeah. So that's at least the plan right now. All right, let's go ahead. Again, we're kind of watching what's happening. It's like all of a sudden we're getting these warnings, and then it kind of gets a little bit of a lull. And then what are these stuff up here? Yeah, they got warnings up into Canada. Oh, that's southeast Canada getting nailed in with some storms. So a little early to see that, that's for sure. A little early. And for those who don't know, by the way, tomorrow I will be doing an update. I did an update on the hurricane season, which went pretty well, by the way. Got a pretty good video play 2 days ago, and I'll be doing another one update tomorrow. The National Hurricane Center will come out with their official hurricane forecast tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So I will post an updated video highlighting that, kind of seeing what's going on in the tropics. I'll be doing a regular tropical update as well here as we go through the summer months. So I appreciate all the news. So we got 21 of y'all out here watching right now. That's outstanding. Again, my name is Greg. This is my little lowly Weather Nerds YouTube channel. I do appreciate you guys checking in. And if you're new to the channel, here's the rule here, because we got to play games with the weather, the algorithm. Give me a thumbs up, at least, if you please. And if you consider subscribing, that helps. It triggers the algorithm, allows it to spit out and stuff. So if you can help me out, I really do appreciate that. And if you got any questions, by the way, please put it in the chat and tell me where you're from. I like to acknowledge where folks are from and kind of highlight and say hello to you guys. So please do that. Oh, Yaya's back in here. Yaya, I did notice that, but he still had over 2 million views for the day, so it must have been a little glitch or something. I don't know. I did notice that. When I was testing, when I went off, I saw he only got 30,000 watching him. That seemed awfully low. I try to be personal. I do, I do try to be a little personal with it. When I was on air, I was definitely the little bit of the goofy guy. I was also a morning meteorologist. I don't know. I think the personality may have given away, because no one wants to watch morning TV and be bored. That's boring, man. So I do appreciate you guys checking in here. Now Ryan's got a good thing, man. I tell you, he's got a really good thing going there. He's a established brand. I'm a PR guy too. I have a background in public relations. I did it for the military. So the brand that he's got, the stuff that he has done and he's developed over the last couple of years is second to none. The only thing he's gonna have to watch out for is the local TV markets. Have definitely taken notice. They have definitely taken notice, and they are. I've noticed I'm starting to see more and more of them actually going out and surprising. I didn't get my count caught back up there. That was me. And they're starting to stream. So they're not going to allow him to go unfettered in the competition if they're starting to bleed viewers off from the local markets. So we'll see how the competition heats up. Me, I just want to do my thing. I want to do a good job. I want to continue to try to improve the product, make you guys, give you guys best information I can. And if we can have a little fun, we'll have a little fun while we're doing it. And then when it's not fun time, and I did that when we were in Houston, and you get real serious. Okay, time to get serious. So we'll do a little bit of both here again for today. So, boy, this is a pretty hefty storm down here on the edge. I want to look at this storm here in Texas. This one, at least from the distance, was looking like a really good hailer here. Look at the video again on this one. This was the one we were looking at earlier. It's still produces some pretty good hails. They're getting pretty close to winters there in Texas. Some pretty good hailstorm there. And I'll watch though. I've said this before, and of course I got to repeat myself a lot, but I apologize for that. Whenever you see lightning going up in an area, and whenever you see the hail going up in an area, that's obviously indication that the updraft in the storm is getting stronger, and the storm is strengthening. When you see the lightning count drop, the hail start to go down, then you know the storm is weakening. Common sense stuff. You think that'd be pretty straightforward, but absolutely there. Yes, I am an actual meteorologist, and so is Ryan. Ryan is also an actual meteorologist as well. He worked in I think it was in West Kentucky, I believe, where he used to work up that way. Yeah. Oh, Wolf Gopher. Yeah, I just mentioned that a little while ago. That the footage they got near Greenfield, the multiple vortices running around that. I think that would look like an EF3 maybe. Could have been a 4, but it was borderline on that. I did see that footage. Very good stuff there. I'm hoping to do some interview segments soon. I got an old storm chaser friend of mine. Did it for years before the technology. I would love to do an interview with him. I've got a new feature I'm kind of working on. It's going to be called Weather Nerds Extra. I've even got a great logo developed for it, where I kind of do interviews one-on-one. I got a storm chaser friend of mine lined up. I've got somebody potentially you may know from the Weather Channel. I won't name who just yet because I haven't got it locked down, but I'm hoping to get him on board to do an interview. I said him, so at least you know it's a guy. Then I got somebody that's going to do an interview to tell you what you need to do to prepare for an emergency. Like she does food and stuff like that for like natural disasters and stuff like that. So I got some things lined up I'm hoping to do to help differentiate this channel from some of the other ones. It's in the works. It's coming. So anyway, but boy, so we got a new warning that just came out here. Where's that? That's over here into Tennessee. Let's go take a look at the Memphis market here. Got an old buddy of mine who used to work in that market. I almost worked in Memphis. Came very close. Came very close to working there. That's a nasty looking sale. That's a pretty good sale they're coming into Memphis right now. So looking at southern Tipton County, northwestern Fayette County, northeastern Shelby goes to 1215. Storm is located is at Meeman Shelby Forest State Park, moving east at 40. So that's a pretty good sell right there. Moving into that area. So you can see all these storms kind of latching up in here, and again, these cameras are showing the dark clouds and hazy conditions and heavy rains there across Tennessee. Absolutely continue to do that. It's just amazing that we've only been on here about 30 minutes, already got 100 views, and I was on for 6 hours yesterday and only got about 250. Hey, thanks to the new subscriber. Thank you there. I do appreciate you there. Again, the subscribers and the likes, they all help with the algorithm. It's a game with the algorithm, man. So before you guys leave, and I know you guys are busy, you got stuff, you're coming on, you're probably watching on your phones, you're going in and out. Before you leave, if you just give me at least a thumbs up there. I'd love to give you to come on board and be part of this Weather Nerds family here. If you could subscribe, that also is a big help. Thank you very much. So let me get that count caught back up here. I just noticed it's a little different. Sometimes this thing works, but sometimes it don't. So sometimes you got to help it. So anyhow, so we got some more here in the chat. Yeah. Everybody wants to see that. That footage was absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Oh, Blondie, good afternoon. Good to see you there. Welcome on board here this afternoon. So anyhow, let's continue to look up and down here again. So we got these two different clusters of storms. Oops, close it. I got too much stuff around here. I got 4 around the Memphis area. So you see that line going on there? Let's go ahead and run that through. At least this stuff's not moving like yesterday. Yesterday, those storms were moving so fast. I mean, they were literally... I saw one storm report yesterday. Storm now, moving at 85 miles an hour. And I'm going to be telling you right now, over all the years that I've covered weather in different markets, I've never seen one that was moving at 85 miles an hour. Never. I've seen 70, even seen 75, but I've never seen one that said it was moving at 85 miles an hour. That was something just absolutely blowing my mind on how fast. Well, the tornado threat was pretty high there, so it was coming up. And, oh, man, I forgot to feed my dogs before I started. Oh, you're going to have to wait, puppy. I'll get over there and get you in a little bit. I've got a Jack Russell. Come here. I'll show you a minute. Come here. this here is Oliver. This is my weather dog here. You can call him that. And if you don't have a Jack Russell, he's about 12 years old. They are very much into routine. And when we talk about routine, oh hello. When we talk about routine, they're like a clock. They know what time it is because when certain things are supposed to happen. So they know at like 2 o'clock they're supposed to get fed. I haven't fed them yet. So they're very, very much on that. Do you say my volume seems a little low? Okay, I will turn the volume up. I didn't realize it was down a little bit. That a little better? I just turned it all the way up. That a little better? Now, I've got a new microphone inbound because the one I was using was not very good. So I've got another one inbound. I'm using a regular mic right now. So hopefully that'll work pretty good for you. And thanks to that new subscriber. Hey, that popped in. I didn't see who it was. I wish I did. 3632. Yeah, we're gonna try to make a run at 3,700 today, folks. And oh, by the way, we're really close. My buddy Steve is working on the crawl. I think we're actually gonna get the county warning system that's gonna come up, give you the time, and then kind of go away. So as new ones come in, they're automatically gonna alert. Now apparently there's a max on how far that'll go out, but we're pretty close to go ahead and bringing it live on the channel. So when he says he's ready to go and he gives me the thumbs up, we'll bring it over here. He's not charging me anything for it. He's an old buddy of mine. He's doing it for free, even though I'll probably send him something for dinner or something. So whenever he says it's ready to go, then I'm going to bring it in here. So I don't think I'll do it as a crawl. I might just do it as a roll up. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I might try both of them. In fact, I may just put a poll out there for you guys as we're doing it, and we'll see which one can do it. You saying, is that a microphone you're talking about there, Wolf Clover? That's just talking about? I might look into that. You know. Got a new warning here. Let's switch over to this warning here. That's a pretty good looking cell. I'll see this one. 1-inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds. That's going to be the standard for a lot of this, folks. Absolutely. Northwestern Dixon County, southeastern Houston, northeastern Humphreys goes till 215. This was about 7 miles south of Erin, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. So right near McCune there, as you can see there's Erin up here. And you got a pretty good hailer in here as well. It's kind of showing up there pretty good. Let me make this, can this thing go a little bit bigger? I always forget how to do that. Yeah, let's make it a little bigger. There we go. That's too big. That is too big. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Let's make that a little bit. Let's do right here. That's better. Yeah, let's do that. That's a little bit bigger. Sometimes stuff's a little bit too hard to see. So, hey, again, welcome everybody to the Weather Nerds YouTube channel. We got 24 of you out there watching. Again, I do appreciate you guys tuning in for the coverage for today. We're going to continue to go this into the evening hours. We got 25 likes already in there. That is important. It helps yours truly out with my broadcast because the average, I'll give you an idea. Right now I'm averaging 3.5 minutes per viewer coming in. So I got my regular folks out there watching, but there's people coming in and coming out. If you could do me the favor, please just give me a thumbs up there at least. If you consider subscribing to the channel, that really does help because it allows this feed to get in other the YouTube algorithm for us. I'm not the Godfather and I don't have 2 million subscribers, so because of that, I don't instantly pop into everybody's feed. So I need your guys' help to kind of help me out here, and I do appreciate your help. I absolutely do. So we got a couple things here going on in the chat. Blondie, amen. Yeah, you're talking about the storm chasers there. They're definitely very beneficial, and I tell you, a lot of them are pretty tired right now. Absolutely, they are. That's good to know, man. That's good to know. You don't need an expensive microphone, that's for sure. I just need to get a good one. I want to get a standard microphone, not a USB microphone. I want one that's that I can go into a switch that I'm going to buy and make it a little bit better there. I think my sound could be a little bit better than what it is, at least compared to other YouTubers out there. I think I could do a better job with that. So that is on me to try to fix. All right, let's get back here to what we're tracking here. We got 16 severe thunderstorm warnings again, stretching very large from New York State, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and back toward Texas. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7 states being hit right now with severe thunderstorm warnings. And you know what, folks? We're just getting started. I mean, the daytime heating is just kind of getting underway. We're talking about a pretty large area here, as you can see here. from the Storms Prediction Center showing that slight risk all the way up to New York and into Canada. They're getting it up there too, and then stretching all the way back where that enhanced area is going to be. And that's what we'll be watching very closely for this afternoon with the severe weather coming in there into Texas, because that's where the highest risk for tornadoes are going to run here for later today. It really hasn't quite moved into the hot zone just yet, but it is coming. It is coming. Well, you guys chatting up a lot today on the channel. Look at how you guys are being very good. Yeah, the chats do help, by the way. I think it does help. Absolutely does. So, but again, just continue to with the thumbs up, folks, and continue, if you could consider subscribing to the channel. It would be a pleasure to be one of your sources. I mean, the YouTube universe is so, man, I'm going to tell you, when I first considered doing this, when I first started looking back in October, and I was looking, you know, your usual suspects were out there, but I didn't see that many. But now in my feed, oh, good Lord, there's like a ton of them out there now. I'm like, good. It's like, no wonder I'm having such a hard time trying to build this audience. It's just gotten saturated out there. And that algorithm's going to pick who gets the exposure and who doesn't. So one good thing I like about the live, at least, is I at least get the opportunity to kind of dictate it a little bit more. So the interaction with you guys coming in and out, when you subscribe to the channel, you do the likes, that's something I have a little bit of control over. Whereas when I upload a video, I really don't have a lot of control. Although my last one did okay. I think we added 17 new subscribers on that last video I did on the upcoming hurricane season and why it was going to be so busy. So that was a solid one. But we'll see how it goes. Now, I will say this much. Although I will concede to Ryan on the very big days like we had yesterday, because I don't want to do that again. It doesn't seem like to be a fair fight or a fair competition there. The hurricane season? No, I don't care about that. I don't care if I've only got 20 people watching me. I'm going wall to wall on that because hurricanes are kind of my passion. I got to work at the Weather Channel with Steve Lyons and Dr. John Hope. I mean, Dr. Steve Lyons and John Hope back in the day. Learned a ton from those guys working at the Weather Channel. And I was in Hurricane Ivan, involved with the coverage down there on the Gulf Coast. And so, yeah, that's kind of my thing. I did a lot of I did a wall-to-wall coverage on Hurricane Michael for Panama City on my Facebook page back in the day, which was very well received. So I will concede to Ryan on the severe thunderstorm stuff. I will not on a hurricane. Absolutely will not. Nope, not going to do that. Not going to give away something I really have a real passion for. And hurricanes are definitely something I have a lot of passion for. That's a good looking cell there. I'm kind of catching my eyeballs here. You know, as these storms are looking at them, look, it's got a little bit of rotation there. See a little green and red, but very broad. Look at the bill on that one there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can tell by looking at that reflectivity, we had a pretty good hailer there. Probably get 1 to 2 inch range there just south of Clayton there in Oklahoma with a pretty good cell there for that severe thunderstorm warning there in southwest Oklahoma. So you got some more chats here going on. I keep going back and forth. I tell you, I'm going to be very glad when I get my stand. I got a stand coming in. I haven't ordered yet. I'm gonna try to order at the end of the month. Where I'm gonna have 3 monitors here on the bottom. Right now I only got 2, so I'm gonna have 3 monitors, 1 up here on top. And what I'm gonna do on the top is I'm gonna put my Twidget feed, my Facebook, just my chats, so I can look up and see folks' chats, and then have my operational stuff down below. So that's I want to get a 3-in-1, giving it a little time, and that'll make this a little bit better because I have to keep going back and forth a little bit on here, seeing just kind of watching all y'all chatting. JR is asking about Facebook. I do have the capability to stream on Facebook. My Facebook page, which has about 11,000 followers on it, was built predominantly when I worked in the television market in Columbus, Georgia. So East Central Alabama, West Central Georgia. So I have streamed on there. I streamed on there yesterday. I haven't looked at the numericals from yesterday or not, but I did just recently switch that channel over to the to become the Weather Nerds Facebook page. So we'll see how that goes over time. Got a new warning that just came out on that cell I was just looking at. It's amazing when things line up. This damage threat, oh yeah, look at that. Look at it. 2 baseball-size hail. Baseball-size hail. Hello. I that one caught my eye for a second when I was scanning, and it's amazing the new warning comes out right when I do it. Northeastern Pushmataha. I know it's an Indian name I'm butchering. Southwestern LaFleur County goes until 2:30. Storm was located 3 miles east of Clayton Lake State Park, moving east at 45. Baseball size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Woo! That'll do some damage. Absolutely will. As you can see that here in the southwest portion of Oklahoma. Now, here's something to watch. Notice this. You got this moving north. You got this moving this way. These two things may play bumper cars here. We'll see if these two cells merge in any form. Sometimes when they merge, you can get spin ups. You can get tornadoes on that. Again, to watch it on there very closely. So, again, welcome everybody to the Weather Nerds YouTube channel. Again, I do appreciate everybody's support here. We are got 60. What is it? I'm sorry. Is it 58? No, 68. 68 more likes to get to 37. Subscribers to get to 3,700. Hope we can get there today. If you could please do me a favor before you leave, as you're kind of checking it out, just please give me a thumbs up there. It helps with the algorithm, and please consider subscribing. That really does help with the algorithm. The combination of the both really do help with the YouTube algorithm. All right, I got to do this. I'm sorry. I have got to do this. Please give me 1 second. I apologize for this. I got my dog licking my feet. So I should have fed him before I started the feed. Oh, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I promise I'm not going anywhere. I just got to feed the dog. Hold on. I'll feed you. Come on. All right, I'm sorry, I'm back. My apologies. Got to take care of the dogs, man. They were just sitting there on the ground and started licking my feet. I was like, oh, my, okay, I'm coming. Had to take care of the doggies. So you should never... Blondie, I understand what you're saying. And maybe I'll change that view when I get to a certain level of my subscriber base. I think the magic number with YouTube is 10,000. I think once I can get up to 10,000, maybe I'll be more prone to go ahead and try to go up against someone like a Ryan Hall. But again, the guy's got almost 2 million subscribers. So the YouTube algorithm is going to lock on him first because remember, it's also a money game here. Remember that he's got 2 million subscribers. That means 2 million potential advertisers. The algorithm is going to always lock to him first before anything that I do at my level, which is very small. Like I said, he's the top of the pyramid. I am down at the bottom. So given time, we'll see how it works out. I'm not conceding to him personally as like he's beating or something. It's not that. It's YouTube itself. It's that's the playing field YouTube is putting out there. So I damn sure don't blame Ryan. I blame how the YouTube algorithm works, but they are in it for business and profit. That's just how it works out. So we got a new warning here. Again, I was just watching these two cells. We were just talking about this. Remember, these two cells look like they're on a collision course here. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for northwestern McCurtain County until 2:45. Got to watch how those two cells interact with each other. You see them? They look like they're on a collision course right here. We'll see how that works. We got a new warning came out here. Oh, it's back over here. I hope I don't seesaw y'all too bad as I'm going into this coverage area. Oops, here it is. This one, dude. All right, so this is a new warning here. 3/4-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Standard severe thunderstorm warning. Northern Mississippi County and eastern Arkansas. That goes until 2:30. The storm is moving east at 30 miles per hour. So I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about there as far as coverage. Again, man, anybody that chooses to do this coverage on their own, to take the time to create a product, to use the resources to do that, I am all open for fair market capitalism, man. I am all for it. The only thing I get irritated with is not with the individual users. They have nothing to do. It has to do with YouTube. And all I ask for is a fair playing field. And right now, let's just use baseball terms, okay? Ryan, because of his subscriber, he's in the major leagues. I'm in single A ball, okay? I'm trying to work myself up through the baseball system and trying to get to the major leagues. But right now, I'm in single A ball, in the bush leagues, traveling on the bus and trying to do my thing. So I understand, Blondie. Hey, I agree with you. I understand what you're saying. Absolutely. So anyway, again, believe me, I am not quitting on you guys. I won't. I do appreciate you guys checking that channel. That's what makes this job fun, at least this part of it. That's what made it fun when I was doing the broadcast part of this, was the interaction with the folks and stuff. But it's so much personal now. That's where social media, with all its negatives, and social media has plenty of negatives out there. Facebook, X, and there's so much garbage and trash out there, and people blasting each other, and politics, which has ruined everything. In this format, in this forum, I think it's a good thing. I mean, it really is. It brings people together. I see you guys chatting on the chat. We're having some fun a little bit. We'll get serious when we got to talk about different storms. But that's the plus side of this. So I do appreciate. I mean, we've only been doing this like 45 minutes. We've already got 200 views on this. For me, that's not bad. That's pretty good, especially considering the level of severe weather we're talking about today. We're not talking about a major tornado outbreak, although that's there, and I'm going to be watching East Texas very closely here as we go into the late afternoon and early evening hours. But I do appreciate everything you guys do to help support this channel. So as folks are coming in and out, and let me see if that time's changed much here. I haven't looked at this in a little bit. So we're averaging about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That's what the average YouTuber coming in and out is doing. So again, you guys that are new here to the channel, we got 27 likes on the channel right now. So before you guys leave, please give me a thumbs up on there. Just real quick, helps me with the YouTube algorithm, allows somebody else to maybe get it in their feed to kind of check out our coverage here on this active severe weather afternoon. And if you do consider, it'd be an honor and a pleasure to have you on board if you consider subscribing to the channel. Again, I know you got a lot of different YouTube channels out there to look for and can get your stuff from. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate that as well. All right, let's go back here to... Yeah, it is. I've already met yesterday's views in less than an hour. So yesterday's views I had 250, and that was for 6 hours of coverage. Again, that illustrates my point with the YouTube algorithm. It's just crazy. But you know what? That's the game, and I finally learned how to play this game a little bit because I was getting very frustrated there. Like I told you guys, a week and a half ago, I didn't know if I even wanted to do this anymore. Then I kind of realized, oh, that's what you got to do. You got to ask folks to do the likes and the subscribes, and that gets in the other people's feeds. Like, okay, got it. Oh, and by the way, don't go up against Ryan Hall. So, oh, that's funny. Anyhow, just kind of watching. Again, I'm kind of scanning up and down these lines, seeing if anything stands out. The big thing is when I'm looking at reflectivity, when I'm looking at this, what you're just looking at right now. All right, I'm looking to see if you see when you get to that purple and haze, seeing those hail cores go up. That usually indicates. And thanks to the new subscriber there, I appreciate you there coming on board. Again, looking to see if we're seeing any of those purples show up. That's usually an indication of a pretty good hail core going up, and that usually indicates again a strengthening storm. So that's what I keep looking for as I continue to look up and down these. So I see some 1-inch hail reports in here. Let's see what the UT camera's looking at here. Ooh, yeah, look at those dark skies there. I got to give Radar Omega some credit there. As far as Tennessee, they got that saturated. They got cameras all over the state of Tennessee. They really do. And here in North Georgia, too. I'm hoping in time I can get a camera in my own backyard, and I can actually have one here in Northeast Georgia. That's where I'm based out of, by the way. But you can see that camera there, those storms just to the north there. Tornado watch, huh? Let's go take a look at that. I have not looked at the new storm, but yep, there it is right there. Boom. Yep, thank you for chiming in on that. I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to you guys. I knew it was coming. I was waiting on this, but there's the tornado watch that just came out. Thank you, Yaya. See, you guys, this is part of y'all's channel too. You can help me out when we're doing this. So let me go into my interactive mode here so I can kind of highlight this. This is going to be for all these areas in yellow goes till 8 o'clock Central Daylight Time tonight. Of course, everything's set for my clock. I'm Eastern, so it's 8 o'clock Central Daylight Time there. Big swath there in Texas. And that's what I was just talking about. That's what I'm waiting on. And you see these severe thunderstorm watches that are going here till, 8 Central, 5 Central, 5 Central. This goes up to 8 Central. So pretty good swath here. Very large area there for watches and stuff. So that's why we're on doing the coverage right now. Watching this area of severe weather. It will deteriorate as we're kind of reaching max heating right now. Can I use I'm not a big fan of the highway cams. I'll consider it. Most of the cams that I see out there are photos. They're pictures. They're not moving cameras. So that's something I'll consider. See, we got a new severe thunderstorm when we pull back out. Where's that one out? Ooh, that boy. I just noticed one of the hail reports here. Oh, over here in Virginia. We're getting Virginia there. I got Virginia and Maryland. Yeah, we got storms all over the place, man. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for southwestern Virginia. That's Pulaski, Floyd, Wythe, Carroll, Montgomery counties. Goes until 4 o'clock. The storm's moving east at 15. Oh, I got to get on the radar. Hello, dummy. Hello, dummy. Hello. 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 There's that warning right there. That's the one there in Virginia. Pretty good hailer on that one. You can kind of see that again with that purple. And we had another warning actually up here in Maryland. Look at this. I mean, we're getting we got a dozen states involved in this thing. Although that doesn't look all that impressive. They put a warning on that. Okay, you say so. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That is for northeastern Washington County, Jefferson County, and Berkeley County. That goes until 3:15. That's in Maryland. So we got a big area, folks. Lots of stuff to cover here. Look at all that. We got one here in Pennsylvania, one in Maryland, one in Virginia, one in West Virginia. Got a big cluster here in Tennessee. Up near Clarksville, getting near a mile. Fort Campbell, Kentucky. That is where I was born. Again, hey, we've got more people here coming on the channel. I'm Greg, by the way. Welcome to the Weather Nerds YouTube channel. And if you're like me, maybe you got a passion for weather. If you can help me out here, since we're such a small channel, and we are by a lot of standards, please help me out. Please hit the thumbs up on there with that. And if you would be a pleasure if you consider subscribing to the channel. Those two things help the algorithm, helps it spread to other folks. We've already passed the viewership I had yesterday. I was trying to do coverage against some people I shouldn't have, but we're doing real well today. And I do appreciate you guys coming on board and seeing what's going on, because we got a lot of active severe thunderstorm warnings right now, 19 of them. Now, the big news is later we're going to see the tornado warnings start to come up, I think. We'll see some more there. Roz, you were mentioning about those cameras on the highways. Yeah, a lot of them are not maintained, and they're pieces of junk. Some of them are pointing down. There's some good ones out there, but kind of depends. Oh, we got another warning here. This is over near the Dallas-Fort Worth area, just north of town. These storms have been pounding this area for a while now. So you see this pretty big warning box here. This one is 1-inch hail. We're talking 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for Collin County in north central Texas. Goes until 3 o'clock. Storm was located over Frisco, moving east at 30. So that's kind of your standard severe thunderstorm warning. A lot of these will be standard. 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1/4-inch hail. Those are kind of your standard warnings you get. But some of these won't be. Check this puppy out. We've been watching this one for a while. This one's been a hailer. I saw all the hail reports out here. 2-inch hail with that puppy. That's a good one. Hey, thanks for the new subscriber there. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. In fact, I got to get my counter caught back up again. So let's do that. We'll do a couple of waves here. I don't know why this thing doesn't work all the time. Sometimes it does, though. I think it really depends on what system you're using. Here's the other one. All right, so we got counting it down, counting it down, counting it down. Only 66 more to go. Trying to get to 3,700 for today. But again, this one's a pretty good hailer. And then we got this other one that was up here. This one was actually kicking out baseball-size hail. Let me switch over to the big radar. Actually, that's on the edge of that. Let's go switch to this one. This one was producing some baseball-size hail. I'm kind of watching these two cells here to see how they interact. They're on a collision course. See these two? They are on a big collision course, and that could trigger a stronger storm, possibly tornadic. We'll see how that works out here as they get close together. Got a new warning came out. Oh, this is way down here in South Texas. Look at this one. Way down here. out here just north of the Mexican border. But we're going all the way from Canada to Mexico, man. That is a very busy day. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for north central Ontario County until 3 p.m. This storm not moving fast, east at 10 miles per hour. And thanks you, Gare, for the new subscriber. Thank you. Every subscriber that comes on the channel, I want to thank. And oh, by the way, for those who just subscribed to the channel, and I got to repeat this as often as I can, you're automatically registered to win a free NOAA weather radio. Everybody who subscribes will be automatically enrolled, and when I get to 5,000, I'm going to give away 8 weather radios, and we'll give that away hopefully before the end of the year. At least that's the hope, that we get to 5,000 by the end of the year. So today we're kind of shooting for 37. Try to get to 3,700. That's a good to go for the day. Got a new warning out. Here's another one here near the Tennessee area. We actually got a camera in that box too, so we'll take a look at the camera as well. So 70-mile-per-hour winds, damage threat considerable. I got to give Radar Omega a thumbs up here. I really love how they changed the box when it comes up. It gives me the wind. It also gives me the damage assessment threat on there. Very nice. Radar Omega, if one of you guys are watching, I give you a big thumbs up there. I do like that. I do like that new feature. That was done with an upgrade a couple weeks ago, by the way. So this is for central Mississippi County, northern Tipton County, Lauderdale County till 2:45. Storm was located off Luxor, moving east at 40, 70-mile-per-hour winds in that sucker. Woo, that's pretty impressive. Let's see what the camera looks like, see if it's pointing in that direction. Kind of hazy, kind of cloudy out there. Doesn't look too bad. It does look like it's pointing to the west, though. We'll come back to that camera a little bit later. Let me look at the velocity mode on here, see what the winds are doing. They're saying 70 miles. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep. I start seeing that blue in there. You're probably getting some 70-mile-per-hour winds there, getting pretty close to Luxor and maybe near Burdett there with some 70-mile-per-hour winds coming in there. Yep, that's one of it. But you got a pretty good squall line. Look at this boundary here. This is a squall line, and then along that boundary, and we see how fast that just updated? Live for you right there. That just updated. So that's some very strong winds blowing into Luxor and also Lodo all along that line. You can see the line running right back through here. So some very gusty winds shooting off in that direction. I'll tell you the one thing I'm still kicking myself in the head for yesterday. When I was doing the coverage, I was watching a certain group of storm chasers, and they were all down to the south. And we did catch a couple of tornadoes online. They were fairly weak. I kind of got a little tunnel vision. I missed the one that was up near Gatesville. There was a chaser up that way and missed the big one. And I didn't get on it until it was already gone past, but it was the best signature I saw today. And so I got to remind myself when I'm doing this kind of coverage not to get too much tunnel vision, especially with the storm chasers and everything else. You got to continue to scan, continue to move, and do that thing. I still want to get my countdown clock, which I desperately going to need for this channel. So again, folks, I know you guys are coming in and out. If you could do me the favor, please, before you leave, is go ahead and hit that thumbs up. What's my thumbs up count up to now? We are up to 33. There you go. Good job, guys. Hats off to you. I appreciate that. Again, the thumbs up, the comments, and the subscribers really do help. And I got to get my count caught back up again, so we'll do that again. Here we go. Subscribe. I know it says Kevin just subscribed. It's because I'm using it from the tester. The damn Streamlabs changed their thing too, so now I got to relearn their whole dang display system. But they did an update, now it's different. So I got to figure out how that works a little bit again. So the Streamlabs does the subscriber goals. It does when people make a donation. It does all those different things. And thanks to that new subscriber. Thank you very much. Again, we only got to get 64 more to get there for today. So we got a new warning here. Let's go ahead and take a look what we got going on here. Where is that next warning? Oh, here in Tennessee. Let's go up here. All right, so 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's kind of your standard warning here. Northern Dixon County, southeastern Montgomery County, northwestern Chatham County goes until 2:45. The storm was extending from 13 miles southwest of Clarksville to 10 miles north of Dixon, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. So that's a pretty good cell there. Not looking too bad there. See, all these storms just kind of coming into just to the east of or west of Nashville. Probably need to give me a Nashville camera up here a little bit. We'll keep a watch file on that. Back over to Little Rock camera here again. Kind of cutting through Little Rock right now. Again, we're going to kind of watch this again for this afternoon as we continue. And thanks for that new subscriber. Thank you very much. Again, this is our main coverage area right here, right now. Again, game on with YouTube, and you guys are helping. Hats off to you, man. Love it. Again, the more y'all do the interaction stuff with the likes and the shares and subscribing, the better it is for the YouTube channel. And the more I add to this channel, the easier it get for me to do these kind of severe weather events. So I do appreciate you there. But do you see again, the pink boxes, that's your severe thunderstorm watches. The yellow are the tornado watches, and that'll kind of get firing, I think, a little bit later this afternoon. Go back over here to Radar Mega again. And we're seeing these. I tell you, this storm here has got to be watched here. This one is a very healthy, very strong storm. Thank you again for the subscriber there. You guys are awesome, man. Love it. Absolutely love it. I know a lot of you guys are watching this stuff, or you know, you got your subscribers to different weather entities. So I do appreciate you there. It's an honor and pleasure to be included in with your feed there. You know, I'm a YouTuber, and I watch certain shows, and so like watch certain fix-it shows and people doing remodeling and stuff, and some people I subscribe to and watch. I do appreciate you guys including me here. But this storm here on the tail end of the stuff that's going to be coming into the watch area, this thing is. I mean, look at the purple in there. Man, that's got to have some just tremendous updrafts in this thing. And you see the hail core. I already see 2-inch hail have been reported out here. So just a tremendous amount of activity here. So we got some more going on in the chat here. Hey, Darian. Hey. Darian Taylor, thank you. I do appreciate you coming on board. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. And he just joined today. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Again, it is a dog-eat-dog world out there when it comes to the YouTube universe. And as Norm used to say in Cheers, I'm wearing milk bone underwear. So, again, game on there. Appreciate you guys joining the channel. So, we're going to be watching this area here on this stuff out here. As this stuff moves into where that watch area, that's going to be the area we're going to be watching for potential tornadoes. Again, we're not talking about a huge risk here, folks. It's not that high. But we do have a new warning. Let me do that real first before I go off to show you the watch box again. Let me switch over to this radar here. There we go. And this one is for 1 1/4 inch hail, $half hail. That's not too bad. This is for Western Push. Again, another Indian name I'm going to butcher. Pushmataha. It goes until 2:30. Severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles northeast of Lane, moving east at 40. So that's that one. So going back to my thought there on the, can you tell them ADD, or am I giving it away? I don't know. But you can tell, but the tornado here today threat is not as high as yesterday. So that's number one. But still, 5% is not bad. That's why we have the enhanced area there right now. Yesterday up in Iowa was 15. And so far it's been like 25 official tornadoes that have been reported so far. So we'll see how this works out today. Again, it only takes one. Again, you have that one bad tornado, one that to come through your backyard, mess up your house, then it matters. All right. So it only takes that one. So, all right, let's get back over here again. Let's check the. I've only got one of the chasers up right now. Let's see here. Where's my quad box here? Yeah, that's Connor. I got the Houston cam up, and I got Connor up right now. He's the only two that only person I saw chasing right now. We'll see if the other guys show up. I'll go up there and look a little bit and see if they come on board. But I found that camera in Houston. I kind of like that. It's a nice shot of the skyline there in the background. So Houston might get clipped with some weather going into tonight. So in Dallas right now, everything staying north of town, which is good. So Dallas has not been looking too bad. Let me take this stupid thing. I still got that. Is it still doing refresh? It is. I got it. The name of the software, by the way, that I use and just about everybody else uses is called OBS software. That's the broadcast software. And there are so many YouTube videos out there to kind of show you what to do and how to do it and all that kind of thing. So definitely a big thing. This has been very helpful. I've been using that a lot here to get things going. Let me get the count caught back up here again. Bana! I love that tone. Bana, that's 2. And that's 3. All right, doing real good there. I see we got some active chats here going here. Let's keep streaming here. Central Oklahoma looking good. Yeah, yeah, it's south of your area, but southwest Oklahoma, Darian, actually looking pretty active there. And in fact, that you're mentioning, and you're from that area, and Wolf Grover says, "Welcome to the club." Yeah, Weather Nerds Unite, baby, right here. I still love my little shirt. I had like four of these made for the channel. I was watching these two cells that were getting looked like they were merging into each other. Let me go loop this again here. Yeah, they definitely almost completely merged together. Yep. So pretty good hailer here. This one was bumping baseball size hail on that one right there. As this storm's moving northward, it's interacting with this other storm moving this way. So again, sometimes they can pulse up on there when you get to the collision course of different storms. Sometimes you can get spin ups, some weak tornadoes that can spin up in that kind of situation as well. I guarantee you we're looking at off the chart. Yeah, still looking at a very healthy hail core there. Right here. That southern storm is not nearly as strong, obviously. Here's that hail port in Clayton, showing, again, 2-inch hail there from the postal employee. The post office reporting for us. What's that? No rain, no sleet, no snow, no storm can hold me for my deliveries. Whatever the post office motto is, I don't remember. No kidding. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. Absolutely. Again, thanks everybody for doing the channel. We were already over 350 views here in just a little over an hour. So I already passed yesterday's coverage by 100 because the big boy is not out there doing a live today, which makes it a little easier for someone like myself to come in and actually play a little bit and play in a good way. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean play in a good way because I love weather. I've been around it my entire life. I've done it for the military. In some respect, I would give the forecast for the intelligence brief whenever we did those. I did it in television. Worked at Channel 7 in Panama City. I worked at Channel 46 here in Atlanta, Georgia. Worked at Channel 9 and Channel 3 in Columbus, Georgia. Also worked in freelance at Channel 13 in Birmingham and Channel 9 in Chattanooga. So I've been around a little bit doing this. Also did the Weather Channel radio network where I got to do forecasts for all over the country. Did that for 3 years as well. Hey, thanks for the new subscriber there. I appreciate you coming on board. I just noticed the number going up a little bit. So for me, this is a passion. This is fun. This is what I like to do. I don't do this for a living. I am retired military. I did 30 years in the Army. So did that in a reserve / active duty capacity. When one job wasn't going well, I was doing the other. When the other job was going down, I went and did the other. So I was kind of going back and forth a little bit. I always feel very proud of those who can work in the TV business and stay at a job for 30 years. I really, God bless them, because when you're working in TV, and thank you for the new, hey Jeffrey, thank you very much, appreciate that. We got our account lined up there. That when you work 30 years and when you work in the TV business, you're working for the next contract. You really are. You'll sign maybe a 3-year deal. Sometimes you'll get a 5-year deal, and you're working for the next contract. And then, ownership changes, different news directors changes. One news director, hey, I love you. You're the best. You're awesome. Different news director comes in, hey, you're too spastic. I don't like you in the morning show. I mean, quite literally that kind of thing. I like you. I don't like you. It's very stressful when you're trying to have a family and you got girls and stuff like that. That's why I always fell back on the military to help me out there. So, but those who can stay in the business and make a living at it, all for them. That's why, like I said, I really do appreciate what Ryan Hall has done. What Ryan Hall, I don't know this story for real. So this is just me. I told this before. I'm gonna tell it again. This is just what I interpret happened here based off what I've seen with some of the stuff he's put out. He worked in the television market as I did, and when you work in TV, you have a news director and you have consultants. And the news director and consultant says, Mr. Weatherman, you can't show maps with this, and you can't show this data because nobody knows what they're nobody knows what they're seeing. So you can't show that. So what Ryan decided to go, you know what? I see a need out in the YouTube universe. There's really not that many weather folks out there. I'm going to launch my own channel. The technology's there to do everything that I want to do that I could do in the studio, where instead of paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for the state-of-the-art, TV stuff out there, I could do it much, much cheaper and do it on my own and do it the way I want to do it. So in that sense, I see. Here's a guy. When I first saw him in July 2022, had 340,000 subscribers, and now he is knocking on the door on 2 million in less than 2 years. So, hats off to him. Hats off to him. Now, the downsides to what he did was that me and a bunch of other people said, "Ooh, hey, I could do that too." We kind of flooded the market a little bit. So there's a lot of, low-hanging fruit. That's where I'm at. And you got some guys that are a little more established. I think Storm Velocity's one, and a couple other guys that got like 200,000 followers out there. So they're doing their thing. And but on a day like today, I get a chance to serve you guys. So I do appreciate it. Got a new warning. We'll come back to that thought in a second. So this is for a 3/4-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Pretty good coverage there in Tennessee. And thanks for new subscriber. Thank you very much. Southeastern Tipton, northern Fayette, northwestern Hardman, Haywood County, Madison County, and Shelby County. Again, this goes until 3 o'clock. Storm is moving east at about 40. So, this is off there just to the east, northeast of the Memphis area. Let me look at the velocity here. Look at some of these winds in here. Yeah, you got some pretty good winds in here for sure. Look on that boundary. You see these little yellow areas in here? This is where you're probably getting winds up near 60 or even 70 miles per hour. Absolutely getting that. Got something in the chat there? Hey, so Army vet. Hey, hats off. Hey, you're in the Army too? Okay, yeah. I did 30 years, retired lieutenant colonel. Didn't quite make it to 06. I got close. I would have gotten it too, because when I deployed in 2017, I tore the labrum in my left hip, and I had to get hip surgery. And the year I was supposed to take a battalion command, I had to pull my name out of the hat because I was not deployable. I was still under a medical thing. So I lost my chance for 06 because I didn't have battalion command. All my other credentials were there. I didn't go to war college, which probably would have helped, but I didn't want to go to war college. But if I had that battalion command based off the assignments that I had, I would have gotten 06. No doubt whatsoever. I had great evals, great awards. I had 2 Bronze Stars. I had 3 O's through MSMs. I had a real good record. So, but that's okay. I'm happy with where I got. I'm very grateful, and I had some great soldiers too. I had some really good ones there at the end of my career. I did last almost 3 years on active duty, and I had some great soldiers, and I had some great senior leaders as well, and was able to really shine and do some really good stuff and make a difference. And that's what I hope to do here as well. That's always been kind of my motto, to make a difference. So my promise to you guys is to give you individual attention and try to give you guys the best service possible without going crazy. Ugh. All right, this is 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for east central, I think that's Crittenden County and Shelby County. Goes till 3 o'clock. So that's that same cluster of storms near the Memphis area. Because I'm going to tell you, the one downside I see in YouTube is that, and that's the thing I'm having to fight, is the fact that I don't want to make every storm sound like it's the storm of the century. Okay? If every storm is the storm of the century, then none of them are the storm of the century. But you got to play that clickbait game too, where folks are watching. My videos don't get very much attention at all. My last one did okay. I had one video go super viral back on December 30th. I think it was an accident by the YouTube algorithm. I really do, because it got like 90,000 views. And I got a lot of new subscribers out of it. Where did that warning go? I don't see it. I'm looking. Don't see where that warning came out. I was just kind of checking to see where that warning came out. I heard the alert tone. Looking. Sometimes it gets delayed. Oh, there it is. Again, big area we're trying to watch here. This is up in West Virginia. All right, this is 1-inch hail. This is for southwestern Putnam, Kawana, Lincoln, and Boone. Goes till 3:45. Storm was located, a town called Tornado. Near Tornado, near Nitro. What is wrong with you people in Virginia? Tornado and Nitro are your town names? Oh, come on, I'm not the only one who thought that. Come on. Tornado and Nitro. Aye, okay. So I've got another warning here. Go back here to Oklahoma. Oh, this is the cells that we were watching that were merging a little bit. 1-1/4-inch hail on this one, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Northeastern McCurtain County goes until 3 o'clock. This goes north of Broken Bow, or 31 miles northwest of DeQueen, moving northeast at 15. So that one's not moving all that fast. So again, hey, welcome everybody to the Weather Nerds channel. We're knocking on the door of 400 views here in just a little over an hour and 15 minutes. That's not looking too bad. If you could do me a favor before you depart the viewing, I know you might come in and come out. That's what folks do on YouTube. They like to search. That's what I do. I sit there in my chair and I'm watching, and I go to something else, and I might come back to it. If you can do me a favor, it helps the YouTube algorithm. Give me a thumbs up, please. Hit that on there, and please consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to try to make a run at 3,700 today. That would be a good accomplishment if we can do that. So if you could please hit that subscribe button. Let me get my account back going here so they're lined up again. Done in. Yeah, sometimes it'll go up and sometimes it won't. I still ain't figured out why it does that. But if you could do that, that would help us out a lot. Again, we got to play the YouTube algorithm game. That's why I made this graphic here. It says game on YouTube. Yeah, that's part of the game. Unfortunately, I got to play that until we get to a good number, and I don't have to do that anymore. So maybe next year I'll be laughing at this. We've got a good, solid, established base. We're doing this coverage, and I don't have to play that game much anymore. But for now, I'll do what I got to do. Again, this is a very healthy sell here on the tail end of this line. This one needs to be watched. It looks like it's rotating around here on that sell. Let me go a little bit closer. So on the edge of that range there, you see it kind of going to where it's coming in toward Coleman. Clear hailer on that one. You could that is maxing out the VIL. Look at the hail core on that sucker. Yeah, that's a good one. Probably upwards of 2-inch hail on that one. And these are the storms that potentially, I think, have the possibility of maybe going tornadic later. We'll see how it looks right now. Ooh, it's got some rotation in there. It absolutely does, a little bit. I'll go with storm relative velocity here. Yeah, got a little bit of something spinning around there. See the red and the green. So you got a little. It's in the upper levels. That's definitely spinning around. So something that again, this is moving into that tornado watch area that I'll be watching here closely. Let me check this from the other radar site. Yeah, the other radar is further away. This one's closer, so the beams are at different angles. So the one further away seeing the rotation on the upper levels. The one closer is not seeing it down lower. So there are two different things there. And thanks for the new subscriber there. Appreciate it. Only 59 more to go, baby. Woo! So we got two different radar beams that I always want to look back and forth and check on. The other thing, here's another thing I bet you didn't know. Not all weather radars are the same. The Weather Service has been updating to the next-gen radar platform. So some of them are older, some of them are newer, but not all of them are the same. So their capabilities are a little bit different. So that's something you got to take into account when you're doing this kind of coverage too. See a couple of these storm chasers. Are they broadcasting yet? I see Connor's out here. Yeah, he's out here chasing. He's going out there. That's Connor Croft. That's one of the guys I'm looking at. There's Connor's. And who's this one here? This is Corey. He's in town right now. Oh yeah, Corey with the broken glass. We were joking yesterday that he should get Safe Life as his sponsor. Hey, thanks again for the new subscriber. 58 more to go. Again, you guys subscribe, helps the algorithm out. I'm not lying. I've been doing this long enough now. Since I discovered this, I think it was a little over 2 weeks ago, and it was like, oh yeah, okay. My concurrent viewership goes up when people are subscribing and people are going thumbs up. It gets in other feeds, and if I don't do that enough, the concurrent viewership starts to drop off. So I got to constantly stay on top of it. Okay, I got it. That's how you got to do it. So what was my likes up to now? I've looked at that a little bit. Oh, up to 41. Wow, that's pretty good. Nice little jump there. I appreciate you folks doing that. I think the all-time likes we got was the one back for Houston a week ago, last Thursday. We got 186 likes out of that watch. We did 6 hours of coverage, and we got about 2,800 views, which was by far the most in a short amount of time. The most I've ever got view-wise on one of these was about 3,100, but that was for like 11 hours of coverage, so it's like twice as long. So I still think the Houston one is the best one we've had so far. So again, I do appreciate you guys watching the coverage and checking out. So before y'all depart, please thumbs up. Again, I appreciate y'all's help. All right, let's go ahead and continue to look back here. We're going to go back over toward Tennessee here. Again, we're going to keep going back and forth here. And I'll continue to scan the lines here. That's the big thing, is continue to scan. Hey, it says, you know what? Someone else saying my mic is too short. I've got my mic all the way up and I'm pegging out here. I'm not too sure what's going on with my microphone. I don't want to shut down my broadcast either. I guess I'm just going to have to be projecting loud. But Cherokee, thanks a lot. I'm going to have to look into that. Let me look up here real quick. Let me look here. I'm going to look at my settings. I'm going to go on my audio settings here. Microphone. That's Eagle Wave 3. That's the one that's on. That's it. Yeah, it's on. That's the first time I've ever done a broadcast where it says that y'all are having trouble hearing me. So it's up all the way. Output. Yeah, just checking the audio settings here. Everything looks good. Everything looks right. So I don't know if it's just one thing. Oops, someone's knocking on my door. Oh. Hold on 1 second. I apologize for that. I had to chase off the telemarketers trying to sell me a new internet. But even yesterday was, are you saying yesterday was soft too? All right. We're going to have to get around that. I'm definitely going to have to, I was checking the audio when I was listening yesterday. It didn't look that bad. So, no, it wasn't the mailman. I think it was AT&T trying to do broadband circulation in here. We'll see how it goes. East Central Nebraska, turn up your mic. I got it all the way up, man. I really do. Let me look at the advanced properties here. Desktop audio. That's desktop audio is at 100%, 50. Looking. I'm just kind of checking the properties here to see what the deal is. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. Is this maybe... Oh, I see what I did. That's my fault. Now you can hear me, right? Yeah, I bet you can hear me now. I accidentally hit the thing on the microphone. You can hear me better now, right? I just noticed it. Oh, that was turned all the way down. That was like halfway down. My bad. I was seeing the settings up here. Oh, now I'm probably blasting the microphone off. Is that too high, guys? Oh, that looks like I'm pegging now. I'm distorting. Yeah, that's one of the things I want to get. I'm going to get a new microphone with the mic adjuster in it. That's one thing I'm going to look on getting. You should be able to hear me good now. Yeah, that's better. All right. And I'm not, when I first turned it up, I was really pegging it out on the meter there. So that was my fault, guys. Thank you very much. All right, let's get back to coverage here. We got some new warnings that came out here. Oh, go away, dog. I swear, my dog, if he finds a bowl, he'll eat it. But thank you guys for letting me know. You said it's a little better? It should be a lot better. I can tune this up a little bit better. All right. So this is a test. I guess I need to get me a set of headphones. I see some of the YouTubers do that. They're wearing the headphones and stuff, like a podcast. Maybe I should go and get one. Boom. Boom. Amen. Hey, let's get my count back up here going. I see we're 2 off. Again, thank you to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Again, when you subscribe to the channel, you're automatically enrolled for a free no weather radio that I'm going to give away once we get to 5,000 subscribers. So I do appreciate that. And before you guys leave the chat, for those who are kind of coming on through, please, again, consider give me a thumbs up at least if you don't want to subscribe. Again, it helps with the algorithm there. So we're averaging about 4.5 minutes per person, so the coverage is going up. That's good to see. Got this new warning here down near the Memphis area, or just south of there. So 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for southern Lee County, northern Phillips County, and Tunica County. Goes until 3:15. Storm was near Lexa, moving southeast of Marietta, moving east at 30 miles per hour. That's a pretty good cell there. Oh, new warning here. We're going this is getting near Texas again. This is a big coverage area. We're up to 20 warnings out there right now. Quite a few. It's got a pretty good hailer there. You can see that hail core right there. Showing very, very, very nice. See there near Leonard, you see that nice little hail core right there. So this one, let's get the specifics on this one. 1-inch hail, 65-mile-per-hour winds. This is for northern Hunt County, northwestern Hopkins County, Delta County, southwestern Lamar County, and southern Fannin County. This goes until 3:30. 3:30. I can't believe we're almost knocking on 500 views already. Outstanding. You guys are doing really good stuff today. Really making me feel good. Yesterday I wasn't feeling loved again. Yesterday was a different ball of wax. Let's see here. I see these chasers are starting to move. They look like they might be trying to intercept this cell. So this cell needs to be watched. I've been seeing rotation on this one. And so it looks like Connor's in intercept mode. Yeah, he's traveling through the rain right now. So we'll see what happens when he gets closer to the feed down there to see what he is seeing. And thanks for the new subscriber. I do appreciate that. Again, 57 more to go. Boom, boom. We can do it. I think we can do it today. I'm feeling good about it. I really am. So this is the cell. I really want to watch this one as we go through the afternoon. This one has got, one thing I'm noticing, looking at the radar, it looks like tremendous winds here blowing in the upper levels here. And if there's any kind of southwesterly wind blowing here, that's called wind shear. That's winds that are changing with height. That kind of adds with the spin. And when you get individual cells like that, that's obviously the possibility of something going tornadic. Ooh, that one needs to be watched. Yep, boy. That's got some spin in there, my friend. See it right through there. Could see a possible tornado warning. That might be our first of the afternoon. Not there yet, but that needs to be watched. Let me look at my split view here. Hold on one second. I'm gonna look over my radar scope. I gotta switch over there to it. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So here's my cross section of that same storm again. Maybe seeing our first tornado warning potential in here. Let me look at some of the winds in here. 33, 41, 52. Looks like it's a little bit higher. 69. And on this side, 29, 20. Like 20 I saw was in there. So you take the weight and toward the radar, you add them together, you get your total. So the total there was looking maybe 80, 90 mile per hour winds, but it looks like fairly broad rotation on this. Going back to Radar Omega. Again, no official tornado warning on that just yet, but at least seeing what I'm seeing on the scan and what we're seeing there in the velocity, you can see a tornado warning here coming into Coleman and Santa Ana here very shortly. Very shortly. So let's go get the count caught back up again. Ta-da! I love doing that. It's my favorite sound in the world. All right, we're going to see if we get a warning on that one storm here, but we'll come back to it. We'll keep an eye on that one. Oh, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning up here. Right where they've reported 2-inch hail from those earlier storms. I get nailed again. Quarter-size hail, 60 mile per hour winds. I'm sorry, let me get that centered. Oh, let's get this centered up. Sorry about that. So this is for northwestern Pushmataha again. I know I'm butchering that county name. Southwestern Latimer and south central Pittsburgh County goes until 3:15. Storm was located 4 miles to the 4 miles from Dunbar, moving northeast at 40. There's a lot of warnings out here today. Boy, we're staying busy. Busy. Where are we going? All right, we're going to Pittsburgh, going to Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. That's a healthy looking storm. Let's look at this one. We got warning here, 60 mile per hour winds, 3/4 inch hail. This is for northern Clearfield County and Elk County in central Pennsylvania. Storm was located over Portland Mills, moving northeast at 35. So that looks like a little boundary there, a little squall line. You probably got some pretty decent hefty winds as this is moving in here. So Ridgeway, St. Mary's, probably getting over toward, I guess that's Bennett. Looking at some pretty hefty winds through there. Let's look at the velocity real quick. Just kind of see. Yep, I got some pretty decent winds through here. Nothing to write home about, but I'd say 50, 60 mile per hour winds in there, not out of the question. So let me pull back out here. So you got something in the chat. Asking, what's the cap like over Arkansas? Well, let's go talk a lot. I don't think it's that high. It won't take much to break that cap down there. I mean, look at the storms that are going on either side of you. I mean, you got storms. I think it's just a gap in the activity. You got this storm's here. You got this storm's back here, and this stuff's moving in your direction. So, And you still got, I also see a couple of boundaries in here as well. Let me go into Little Rock's radar here and let me loop this a little bit. So you still got these boundaries in here. I see one right through here. I see one up through here. And so you got this, you got the stuff that's coming your way. So I don't think you have any kind of convective inhibition that's going to cause any problems. I think you just got a little gap between the activity. That's all. Still waiting to see if they're going to issue a tornado warning on that one to the south. Okay, that's funny there, Wolfgover. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers fans throwing their towels around, raving mad. That's a little funny. I'll give you that. I still think I'm still a little surprised. Let me go back over this again. Yeah, I am surprised there's no tornado warning on that. What do you think, folks? You guys agree with me? You see that signature? Does that look like something that should warn at least a tornado warning? I think so. I think that's a definite possibility. Let me look over here real quick. I'm going to look at my other. Let me get over here. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a TBS there. What are they waiting for? Check this out, guys. Let me show you this. I just noticed it. Hold on a second. This is my GRF level 3. Notice that little triangle there? That is a TVS, Tornadic Vortex signature, showing up there. It's weak, I give you that, 86 knots total, but that's still pretty decent. That should at least warrant a tornado warning. And I bet we're going to get one. That's what we were seeing. We'll see if they come back to it, but I still think they're going to warn here. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning here to the west. Let me switch back over here. This is St. Lawrence. This one is for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for southeastern Glasscook and northeastern Reagan until 3:30. Storm is located 12 miles south of Garden City, moving east at 15. Yeah, absolutely. So we got some more stuff on the chat there. Hey, no problem, GR, no problem. Anything I can do to help you out, I do appreciate it. And for those coming in and out of the channel, if you could do me a favor before you guys leave, I know we got some folks watching wall-to-wall coverage right now and some that are just coming in and coming out. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the coverage there. Last check, let's see, it's been a few minutes since I checked the last check. We're up to 42 now, so we're knocking on the door of 50. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you consider it, please subscribe to the channel. That does help with the YouTube algorithm. It allows as you leave, it gets in other people's feeds, and other people can kind of come on in. So please help me out there if you can. I do appreciate you guys' support for my little channel here that could. All right. Overall, we've been staying. I'm looking at the levels here on the YouTube display. And for those who are not familiar with YouTube and live broadcasts, it does allow me certain data that I can look at. I can look at the average viewer rate. I can look at the how many people are watching at once, how much comments are going on at a time. So I got to keep one eye on that as we're doing coverage here. And I tell you, that is a nasty looking cell there. See, these guys are, see if they're too far away yet, but these guys are looking to intercept these storms. Because that one, to me, really, that's got a really good hail core in there as well. I mean, look at the hail core. Big time hail core in that. And we got rotation, so we'll see. We'll keep coming back to it. New severe thunderstorm warning here in Oklahoma, getting ready to go into Arkansas. I know we had some folks from Arkansas watching a little while ago. There's a pretty good hailer there, too. Tennis ball size hail. Hello. Damage threat considerable. Oh, that'll rearrange your roof. Northeastern McCurtain County till 3:15. Storm was located 17 miles north of Broken Bow, or 24 miles northwest of DeQueen, moving northeast at 15. I seem like I almost said that before. Let's look at the VIL on this sucker. I bet we got some good hail. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Considerable. Big-time hail core there. And with this thing moving, I mean, you look at Vandervoot and Wicks in here. Those could be hitting with some baseball-sized hail. Yikes. And hail was a big part of this, folks. Again, if you look down here, we can't brush that off, because here's the hail core, and that's right there. I mean, right there in that southwestern portion of of Oklahoma going into Arkansas. That's where that high hail risk was. So it's lining up exactly where we're seeing it currently. So I'll go back over to this. Oops. Got a couple messages here. That's good. Could not find anyone. This is for my business, by the way. I do have a business that I do on the side, so I had to text somebody there. So again, I appreciate everybody's help. We're almost up to 500. We're at 473 on the view count for today. Already doubled what we did yesterday in just over an hour and a half. So that was very, very good. I appreciate you guys. Again, before anybody leaves, again, do me a favor. Please do that subscribe on Facebook, the thumbs up thing. It really does help. All right, let's continue to scan the line. Look at all the warnings here. Oh, wow, what is this up here? Is this that's a severe thunderstorm warning? Holy cow! Look at this. I gotta take a look. They got these. Boy, they're very big with their watches. Look at all these. These are severe thunderstorm warnings all up in Canada. Look at the size of that. Wow. They got them all over the place there. They kind of light up the whole counties, don't they? But here in the States, I digress. Again, we got a couple here in Pennsylvania. Get the right state. Hello. I got more than a half dozen or so here across Tennessee. Obviously, we got those here in Oklahoma, and then we got this cluster back in Texas. So we got quite a few storms here being pretty active right now. The big storms are going to be coming in for this afternoon, where the tornado risk will be coming in at its highest here across Texas. That's what I'll be watching there, as we've got the watch boxes that are currently up right now. And there is the watch boxes there from the yellow is your tornado watch boxes, and then the pink there is your severe thunderstorm watch boxes. So that goes until 9 o'clock Central Daylight Time on that. So we got some stuff going on in the chat here. Don't knock my Georgia Bulldogs. Don't hate me. Hey, anything still in Kentucky? We had a massive hail and rotation that almost touched down. Clark, test tapes. I will check on that. Let's go take a look at Kentucky real quick. Not a problem. I'll check that for you. Thanks for the new subscriber there. I appreciate that. 55 more to go as we're closing in there on 3,700. Let's go check out Kentucky right now. And we got a few storms in here. None of these are severe right now. Most of them are in southern Kentucky. But again, strong gusty winds, some hail. Tornado threat's pretty low, less than 2% up this way. But you're getting some pretty decent storms through there, but nothing severe yet for you guys there in Kentucky. That's where I was born. I was born in Kentucky. Long time ago. I'm old. I know old is relative, right? So again, appreciate you guys checking out the coverage here for today. Hey, there's that subscriber. That is G-Bro. Hey, G-Bro, welcome on board. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Still need to make that a bigger icon so I can see it better. Haven't done that yet either. Just so busy. Let's keep going. I'm really shocked they have not done a warning on this. They changed the palette on there. Let's switch over this one. Yeah, still rotation there. I mean, it's broad. I mean, I'm not crazy. I know it's rotating. Looks like it's just paralleling 67, but you can see the green and red in there. I've seen tornado warnings be issued for less looking signatures than that. But the good news is, looks like this is going to pass to the south of Coleman, which is good. Don't know if Santa Ana is out of the woods just yet. But that is a very hefty thunderstorm, which apparently I misspelled the word hefty the other day. Hey, thanks to the new subscriber there. We're down to 54. 54 more to go to 3,700. Thank you. Again, every time y'all subscribe, you guys are registered for a NOAA weather radio. We're going to give those away when we get to 5,000. We won't do that today, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, we got a new alert here, new warning. Where are we at here? Oh, here in Arkansas. All right. I know we had somebody from Arkansas wondering when the activity was coming your way. It's coming. It's getting closer. Again, 2.5-inch hail, baseball size hail coming across the border. This is for southwestern Polk County, goes till 3:30. It was located 10 miles southwest of Vandervoort, or 20 miles northwest of DeQueen, moving east at 25. That's that hailstorm, right? That's that hail core right there. Showing up very nicely. Let me go ahead and loop that again for you. Yeah, pretty good hail core there coming in from the west. Getting ready to cross the border into Arkansas. So some pretty good coverage there today, I tell you. This definitely presents us challenges. You know, I had a friend of mine. He was telling me, he was recommending that maybe I should go to more regional pros. I do like doing the national stuff, but when you're doing the national stuff, this is definitely guys this challenges because it's such a big area. It's, you know, we're talking 1,000+ miles from, you know, getting up to New York State all the way down toward the Texas-Mexican border. That's a big area, so you got to try to stay on top of things as best you can. And at the same time, try to be engaging as you can. I gotta blow my nose, but I want to be gross about it. Because you know, I mean, doing this coverage when you're doing wall to wall is you're constantly having to say things over again and stuff like that. But I know that's part of this game, and I'm okay with that. So again, but there's some pretty hefty storms here getting close to Jackson. Again, looking along this line, when you see the reflectivity get very sharp with this dividing line like that, pretty indications you got a pretty good wall cloud in there, and you probably got some very gusty winds in here as well. Let me look at the velocity. This is up into Tennessee. Oh yeah, see that? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I was noticing that on the reflectivity. Again, that's what you know, having gone to school for radar and looking at stuff, and when you see it on the reflectivity, you can see it kind of reflect with the velocity there. That's some pretty good core winds there, probably up 60+ miles per hour in there along that boundary. Now, another thing to watch is when you get these kind of boundaries, and sometimes you'll get spin-ups along it. Now, I don't see anything right there just yet, but something to watch. Let's see if this camera's pointing back to the west. And it is. So you see the heavy cloud cover there. Just off to the west. This is in Tennessee. So we'll come back to this camera as that gets closer, and we'll see if that gets very active there. I got a funny feeling it will. I'm gonna loop this again. Yeah, look at that. Wow, pretty impressive. It's racing there pretty quickly. Should be there in the next 15 minutes or so. So thanks again for that new subscriber. I do appreciate it. Only 55 more to go. We're locking in, and we just hit 500. Yay! Did that in an hour and 45 minutes. Hour and 45 minutes, we had 500 views, and yesterday we did 6 hours and we only had 250. That is the game of the YouTube algorithm, man. That is the game. Again, as you guys are coming in and coming out, please give me the thumbs up there. What was our last thumbs up count? We're up to 48. 48 on the like count there. So we just went over 500 views, and thanks for that new subscriber again. The subscribers help. Every time y'all subscribe, every time I get a thumbs up from anybody coming in and coming out, it helps the algorithm. As a baby YouTuber, and that's what I am, because I don't have a big audience, I need y'all's help to help me out. And every time y'all do that, I'll see my concurrent viewership start to go up. And when I don't talk about it, it'll start dropping back off, because right now we're averaging 4 minutes and 45 seconds per person coming in on the channel. So with that said, let's get back to coverage here. As we're watching these areas here in Texas, I'm kind of using the Dallas radar here. Dallas metro area has not seen much. They've been pretty quiet so far. I'm sure my buddy Dan Brunoff, who's a meteorologist in a radio station in that market, is probably glad about that. But they're still under that tornado watch again. You see that tornado watch here covering into Texas. And then the severe thunderstorm watches that go from Oklahoma, stretching back over to Tennessee and Kentucky. All right. So go back over here to Radar Omega here again. And continue to scan. Go back over to Tennessee here. Again, that line is probably the most thing that impresses me, is that line right there. Getting awfully close. It's getting darker and darker. It's coming. Got another 10 more minutes. We're going to see those winds, and those trees are going to be rocking. I promise you. We'll come back to that when it gets closer. Let's continue to scan up the line here. Kentucky looking pretty good. You got some activity in that area. Oh, if y'all want to know where Ryan Hall is, I'll show you where Ryan Hall is because he got a little thing here. See this right here? That right there? That is the Y'all Squad House. That's where he lives. He's in Kentucky. He's there in Western Kentucky. That's his camera right there. So he is right near the town of Pikeville. So that is where he hangs his hat. So scanning back up here, again going back up to, boy, I got some pretty good storms up here into portions of New York and Pennsylvania. Got one severe, and it of course has the most lightning with it. Coming into St. Mary's. Ooh, that needs to be watched. What's that right there? Hold on a second. Ooh, yeah. I just noticed a little, again, sometimes you get these little spin ups along the line. This one's not tornadic, but it did catch my eye. A little bit of a spin there. You kind of see it where it's kind of doing this, and then it kind of makes a little indentation like that. That's usually indication of some winds that are kind of rotating into the cell. Getting on up here and checking New York again. So you see all these storms even in New York, central New York. Wow, pretty good storms there in New York State right now. None of them severe right now, but they could go severe. There's definitely a possibility of that. So you can watch this cell. We got a bunch of these cameras in here. Let's check a few of these here. These Crockett, not looking bad there right now. There's the new warning. Right where we were looking along that boundary. Quarter size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for northwestern Henderson, Fayette, Hardman, Carroll, Haywood, Madison, Shelby, and Chester. That's a big box, but that's going right along that boundary. Some very gusty winds. Again, when you see that sharp color contrast in there along a squall line like that, when you see that, that's indicative of a pretty good wall cloud. And if I'm watching this for something tornadic, I'm looking down here, looking at this boundary here. And then when you see a little indentation that kind of jets out, sometimes you can get the spin ups in there. Let's go back to that camera again. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it now. See how quickly that's coming in at him. Pretty good wall cloud there coming at him. It's going to be some very gusty winds. Right now, it doesn't appear to be too much wind there at all right now, but that's going to change very quickly as that storm moves in. Not seeing a lot of lightning in there, at least not from that shot, but I'm seeing on there as well. Let's take a look at the VIL. Again, that is the hail tool, and we loop that. It's kind of holding its own, but not going up, not going down. Just kind of a strong line of thunderstorms. And I'm looking at the velocity as well. And it looks like the strongest of the winds may just pass just north of that camera we're looking at. Coming into Huntersville and just north of the Denmark area. Of course, the camera's right here. That's what it's seeing right there. So we'll see what that looks like here in just a few minutes. Again, appreciate everybody checking out the coverage here for today. And my name is Greg here on the Weather Nerds channel as we're watching a pretty active severe weather day. We have 17 warnings out there right now. Stretching everything from Texas all the way back up to Pennsylvania. We've had warnings in New York. We've had warnings up into Canada, believe it or not. Canada also getting in on severe weather action. The big target zone is going to be down into Texas. That's where the highest risk of tornadoes will come for today. And let me get my counter call back up. I just realized we were off there a little bit. And oops, not that one. Am I the right one? Oh, that's the subscriber. John Redeemed Dummy. What the heck is that? I didn't mean to hit that. There we go. There we go. I don't know what that was. Anyway, let me go back down here. See if my notification came on here. All right. So let's see. We're not done with severe weather season yet, obviously, folks. We're kind of in the heyday in this. It looks like I was looking at some of the models earlier. We might see some more stuff firing up here for next week. So I'll pick my poison. I'll pick my days where I can do this and be oh, there's that cell again. It just looks, again, I'm looking at this, I'm going, ooh, that's looking a little interesting on the tail end of that. Here's my hail core up here. Could we get something spinning up in there? Let's take a look at the velocity again. Yeah, it's lining up. I'm really surprised they're not doing a warning on that. I'm really shocked. I guess those guys in Texas just got a very high criteria for what they consider tornadic or not. Just a little surprised. That one could go tornadic, and I stand by it. I see the chasers are here trying to intercept. They're going to get out ahead of that cell. Oh, he's pulled over here. Hey, give me some Wendy's. I want some Wendy's. I love Wendy's. Let's see. Is he moving too? Connor's moving. Here's Connor. They're heading to that cell to the south that we're watching there. So continue to watch that again. See, we got a couple things in the chat. Yeah, I think Central Oklahoma is good for today. I think everything's off to your east and west. So if you're there in Oklahoma City, yes, you're good. Okay, Darian. No problems there. Leo, hello, Leo. Modest clouds will be forming there. Yeah, absolutely. You can see that for sure, especially behind it. Mike Redtails. Okay, I will do that, Wolf Gerber. I appreciate that. I will check on that. And G-Bro was saying he was if for anybody beats Bama. Yeah, I was a Bama hater for a long time. But Nick Saban's not there anymore, so it's a new era. I see we got a new warning here. Let's go back here again. This is going into Arkansas now. I see storms are starting to cross on over. And this one says possible tornado. That means we got some rotation in there. This says southwestern Little River and northeastern Bowie goes till 3:45. The storm was located 7 miles north of New Boston, moving east at 30. So I can tell you right now that Little Rock, I can tell the different radars. I was mentioning earlier that some radars are different than others. I can tell by the display presentation coming from the Little Rock radar that radar has not been updated yet. Got a new radar warning here. Where's that one? Another warning. I'm looking. I don't see it flashing. Continue to flash. Nope, don't see it. But big warning box there across areas there of. See how pixelated that looks compared to that? That one looks sharp. That one's clear. The one up in Little Rock hasn't been changed yet. Let's go back to this camera because this is right on top of them now. Let's take a look at that camera now. Hey, here it comes. Yeah, here comes that storm. Here comes the gusty winds. This is coming into Madison County right now. Is that wall cloud. So we're talking 60, 70 mile per hour winds, some very heavy rains coming in. Let's see how long that camera holds. Hopefully the power don't go out, but they're getting some very heavy winds along with that boundary that we've been tracking here for the last 30 minutes or so. Look how those winds have picked up significantly. It was dead calm there before it arrived. It was pretty quiet. But yeah, we got some hefty storms moving in there into Tennessee right now. Wow, pretty impressive. But hopefully they don't go tornadic. We don't want to see that. But yeah, you clearly see the difference there from the different radars. How pixelated that looks from the Little Rock radar as compared to the one near Memphis. Memphis, nice and sharp and clear. So all radars are not the same. Leo was asking a good question here. He's asking, is 2024 going to be worse than 2011? I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think that'll be the case is because, keep in mind, during that year, April had 1,100 plus tornadoes in that month, where the second highest was like this year, over 300. So I don't believe we'll make a run at that. I think we'll be, it might be the second busiest on record potentially, but I don't think we'll catch the 2011. But 2011, boy, 2011 was the year that kept me from going regular Army. I was going to go regular Army that year. I had the paperwork all ready to go. There was a shortage on majors. I was a major at the time. And when I saw that super outbreak in April of 2011, and I saw all my friends and colleagues that I attend weather conferences and stuff with doing the coverage, I wasn't ready to hang up my hat. So I came back to television after I did my 3 years with the Army and went to TV for another 3 years, and then went back to the Army again because I didn't get re-signed. I wasn't going to take a $15,000 pay cut. No, thank you. And, so here I am now doing this on my own. And I really do love doing this on my own. I really do appreciate you guys watching this stuff. We got a couple of warnings here. It was up in New York. That's where those warnings were earlier. I was trying to find. We got 2 different warnings here. Up near Lake Erie. Here, we're getting some pretty good storms here. We get this to play. Here we go. You see it kind of moving in there. So 3/4 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is up for Wayne County, Cuyahoga County, southwest of Oswego County, Monroe, and Ontario until 5 o'clock. Storms are located over Lyons, moving northeast at 45. So yeah, we got a big coverage area here. New York, Pennsylvania. Where else we got the new warnings coming out here? Up near Dallas again. Let's switch over to that camera. That's a pretty healthy cell, that's for sure. 1 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for Waukegan, Conlin, and northeastern Dallas County until 4 o'clock. That's moving east at 20. And we got another warning. Hey, they finally put a tornado warning. Give the boy a star. Do I get a star? Come on, y'all put in chat. The boy gets a star. I called this like 15 minutes ago waiting on this. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, I know y'all got high criteria here. There's our warning. All right, let's go ahead and look at this. Our first tornado warning of the day. So we're looking at 2.5 inch hail. Hello. Tennis ball size hail. This is for west central Brown County, east central Coleman County. Goes till 3:45. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing tornado was located near Valera, moving east at 35. So this is the storm I've been talking about, looking here for a little while here. And yeah, still got something spin. It looks like it's right on 67. It's still pretty broad, but it's still in there. Let me look at the high-res storm relative velocity in there. Yeah, getting awfully close to Santa Ana there. You can see it spinning. Clearly see it spin coming into that warning area. It looks like they'll say south of Coleman, but Coleman still looks like they're going to get some pretty good winds up here. So it looks like it's traveling to the south, but I'm not sure if Santa Ana is out of the woods just yet. I'm going a little bit closer here. I see a lot of these roads in here. Whenever I see those long roads, it's usually the indication of, obviously, people's houses and stuff in this area. And you see Santa Ana. See all the clusters there? That's a little town right there. So you're going to watch that closely. So we got our first first tornado warning of the day on that cell. And it's also a good hailer as well. Look at the hail core on this thing too. I mean, boom. That's up to 2.5 inch hail in there. Coming into Coleman. Coleman's going to get pounded. That's going to do some significant damage. It could do some damage to obviously roofs and businesses and windshields and cars and stuff like that. That's going to be pretty bad there. With tennis ball size hail, yep, that's looking pretty bad. Again, welcome everybody to the Weather Nerds YouTube channel. I'm your host, Greg Majeski, here as we're watching this severe weather covering a very big area. We're talking from New York State all the way down to the Mexican border in Texas. Big, broad area. We've got 1 tornado warning. We got 15 severe thunderstorm warnings out there. If you could do me a favor before you leave, because the average viewer here is only about 5 minutes, please give me a thumbs up if you could, and if it would be an honor and a pleasure if you could please subscribe to the channel. By subscribing to the channel and giving me the thumbs up, this allows the YouTube algorithm to spread the love to other people who can possibly come in and watch the coverage. Because we are a small channel. We only got about 36, 46 followers there. We don't have 10,000. We don't have 100,000. No, I don't have 2 million. So I need a little help from you guys to help me out there. So we got some active chats going on here. Yeah, the boy gets a star. Thank you. Yes. Mike Morgan, you got to get out of the way. Thank you. Thanks, Leo. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Historic tornadoes are eerie than 21st. You know what? If you go back that far, you really can't get a realistic count. It really is in the age when the Doppler radar came into existence that we really got an idea of the count. Let me put it this way. 1950s, yeah, there's tornadoes here and there, but there's probably tornadoes that touched that people had no idea to even hit areas because they didn't have Doppler radar back there. But the Doppler radar age really changed that. So any tornado count, say, getting into the 1970s and up to now, so that 50-year window, that's probably where you get the most realistic counts as far as tornadoes are there. And even better now. I see we got a storm report here. Let's take a look at this here. Just notice that come up. Power lines down over the highway. Winds estimated to be 70 miles per hour. Again, that's that got a storm chaser here in the area. And I don't have all the storm chasers turned on. There's just too many green dots. They get in the way here. But I do leave the ones on, obviously, for the chasers. But this right here is the hail core, right here. This here is looks like a little bit of an inflow notch here as we're getting some circulation south of the core. That's what you typically see in a specific severe weather event. So this is not your textbooks looking supercell, but it's by itself. It's a pretty good looking cell. But potentially could be closed off because you got some stuff even building on the back part of this as well. Because typically it'll be on the southwest portion of a supercell. Let's see what their camera's looking at. Carolina's getting closer and closer. He's still too far away to get a good see on that cell, but we'll see how it looks as he gets closer to that tornado warning there. As they're heading down, what road is that? Highway 183. So they're heading down 183. Here are a couple of the chasers up here as they're moving south to intercept. So we're gonna keep a watchful on that. Again, that's the warning here. Look what the warning is. It's right dead center of that yellow area. That's where that severe thunderstorm, that tornado watch box is currently sitting. Hey, thanks for that new subscriber there. Appreciate you very much. We only got 53 more to get to 3,700. Got a new warning out. Let's go take a look here. What we got. Going back to West Virginia here again. Again, we're covering a big zone here today. Big area. Game is on today. So 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for East Central Mason, Northern Putnam, West Central Roane, and Southern Jackson. This goes until 4:30. So doing pretty good today, folks. Y'all are helping out a lot. I really do appreciate that. And we're almost up to 500 views. What's the like count up? I haven't looked at that in a little bit. We're at over 50 now. We're at 51. So again, if you're kind of passing through the YouTube universe before you go, please give me a thumbs up. That helps with the algorithm there as we're going to try to get up to 100 today on that. And thanks for the new subscriber. Saw that just kick in there too. Combination of likes, combination of the subscribers help the algorithm and spread the love so as you guys leave, somebody else can come in behind you. That's how that algorithm works. Real funny thing. And thanks for the guy gave me the $2 tip earlier. I appreciate that too. All right, so let's go back here. I think it was Old School, right? I think it was Old School did that earlier. All right, let's get back to this warning again. I want to get back to this tornado warning back here. I'll keep an eye on this radar, get close to it. Let's go back to the high-res velocity. Yeah, still looking pretty nasty there. I will say from looking at the eyeball on this, it still looks like it's a rotating wall cloud. It's not tight off. So, but it can definitely drop a potential to. Look at this other radar over here. Let's check from the back side. Let's go to high-res velocity. Ooh, that looks pretty nasty there. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, you definitely got something spinning in there, buddy. Right through there, red and green. Wind's going away and toward the radar there. And getting awfully close to Santa Ana. Hopefully they do not take a direct hit from anything. As we saw yesterday, that was brutal yesterday. God bless, that was bad. There in Iowa, that was very bad stuff. But we got our first tornado warning there. We'll see how that looks and see if we get any damage reports. I'm hoping these storm chasers here coming down south will get a good view on this. So we'll keep looking back. Let me get my counter back up here again. Let me get my counter back going here. We'll do the little done. Yes, we only got to get 52 more to go. Oops, and YouTube. There we go. Sometimes it goes off and sometimes it don't. All right, well, we got new warning here. This is in Oklahoma here. We're not done with Oklahoma just yet. Pretty good storm cell. It could move into Fort Smith later. This is $half size hail here. This is for southeastern Haskell, eastern Latimer, and northwestern LaFlora. This goes until 3:30. Storm is located 6 miles west of Bingle. This one's moving pretty good. Northeast at 50 miles per hour. So that's moving pretty well on that cell there. Kind of looping that. Looks like that should stay south of, that might stay south of Fort Smith. We'll see. Kind of right in here. Okay. Let me go back to this cell. I'm going to go in close here real quick. I'm going to loop this for a quick second. I drank a big soda earlier. That was probably not too smart. So I'm going to go my full page here for just 1 second, guys. I got to go use the restroom real quick. Unfortunately, I don't have a partner to hang off to when I got to go to the restroom. Stand by. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. You know, when you're 53 years old and you got to go to the bathroom, you just go. So, check this out, guys. Here's something you can see pretty well. Look at this. This is an outflow boundary from that storm. See that? That is an outflow boundary, and sometimes when you get an outflow boundary, if it intersects with other words, you get more storms to kind of flare up there. Think of it like dropping a rock in a pond and seeing kind of spread on out. That's what that does there. But Coleman, boy, they took a direct hit here. The damage is probably substantial up here. Again, look at that. Look at that hailer. Wow, that is 2-inch probably hail there that just went over Coleman right now. That is a significant hailer right through there. Still tracking what could be a potential tornado bearing down on Santa Ana right now. That's not good at all. We'll see if that kind of holds together. This is getting also on the path. This is a bigger city here, the Brownwood area. That's a bigger town heading in that direction. So we got to watch this very closely. Again, a little serious on this as we watch that cell. Again, before you guys head on out, if you guys are leaving, again, please give me a thumbs up in there. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider it. And by the way, if you do subscribe to the channel, you're automatically enrolled to win a free No Weather Radio. That's a little incentive that I put into my program here. But that is a significant rotation there, and Brownwood is in the crosshairs right now. Chasers are getting further and further south. Let's see what the clouds look like still. Still looking awfully dark. Not quite close enough yet to see what's going on. So you got some stuff going on in the chat here. I'm double checking here. Yeah, oh boy, that's for sure. Yeah, and Coleman took a direct hit with some pretty good substantial hail. Absolutely did there, Leo. Got my shield up to protect Goodfellow. Yeah, absolutely. I know. All I know is that one guy that's chasing Connor, he's got a bad windshield right now, so hopefully he doesn't get into any kind of significant hail in here. As we're watching this cell, I think for sure we're going to see another tornado warning here out ahead of this here very shortly. So we got another severe thunderstorm warning here. Let's go look at this one here. This one's going to head toward Mineral Wells. This is 1-inch hail. This is for southeastern Stevens County and Palo Pinto County until 4:15. Severe thunderstorm was located near Necessity, or 13 miles southeast of Breckenridge, moving east at 35. So a pretty good cell there as well. So we're moving into that prime zone for those tornado warnings. Again, you see that yellow area that goes until 9 o'clock tonight, Central Daylight Time. That whole area there under the tornado watch includes the Dallas metro area as well, getting over to Waco, near the hill country. And then you got those pink areas, that's your severe thunderstorm watches, okay? So we're kind of getting to that area right now. And where we're going to see the storms, or storms like this one, where you're seeing these individual supercells that are producing tremendous hailers. I mean, just really off the chart hail here, as well as some very strong gusty winds. Oh boy, getting some very strong winds on the backside of this thing. Yeah, Coleman also got hit. Not only did they get hit with some very large hail, they got hit with some very gusty winds too. So the damage could be pretty intense there right now. Do welcome everybody to the channel right now. As we're continuing 2 hours and 15 minutes into the coverage, we're up to about 600 views right about, almost 600, not bad. And I do appreciate the new subscribers to the channel. We've added some 20 new subscribers to the channel, so not bad there either. We're going to try to make a run at 3,700. Don't know if we'll get there. We need about 52 more, but we'll see how the coverage goes here for the next couple hours to see if we got a realistic shot of hitting it. Again, we're talking a big area here. 20 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 tornado warning. Look at all of the warnings out here, folks. Wow. Again, I got to pull all the way out just for you guys to see them all. New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and again, down toward Texas. That is a large area to try to cover for severe weather, but we're going to do it. We're going to stay on top of this best you can here on the channel. Again, my rule for today was damaging winds, and we're seeing that all over the place. And then the tornado threat was going to be isolated, which we're obviously seeing right now. So the last report that I had, let's take a look at that real quick. Live checker here. So this is live. So we're up to 40 hail count now. That's gone up a lot since last time I checked it. 28 wind. No official tornado warnings, tornado reports just yet, but I think that'll change here pretty soon. Got the new warning here. Now we got to add Virginia back to it. Right on the West Virginia border. There's a pretty looking cell. Again, I was telling you about the differences in the radars. Notice how pixelated that thing looks? That's because it's an older radar. So 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for southern Allegheny County, Craig County, and southeastern Monroe County, and southeast West Virginia, and also parts of southwestern Virginia. Storm was located near Waiteville or near Sinking Creek, and was moving east at 15 miles per hour. So they're getting on the action there in Virginia too. That's tremendous lot of stuff here. See how these cameras are still looking. Yeah, not quite as breezy there as it was looking earlier. I think this was the camera we were looking at earlier. It was this one, yeah. Looking a little bit better there now. Not too bad. Woo, it's been a fun afternoon so far. It's been an interesting one to say the least. Appreciate you guys checking out the channel. As we're knocking on the door of 600, that's not bad. All right, let's see what these chasers are getting. They're getting closer. Let's see what the sky conditions. Still not looking too bad there just yet. And Corey's cannon is buffering right now. So let's go back over here to the velocity mode. We're going to continue to watch this tornadic cell. This is the one that looks promising. And we're going to loot that for you again here. You see the spin. Wow. Really getting close to Santa Ana. Coleman just got pulverized with some very large hail there. And we're moving into Santa Ana right now, getting hit. And really concerned about Brownwood if it continues on a generally easterly direction. That's obviously a bigger town. Now, here's nothing to look at. Might eat a cookie real quick. Check this out. Oops. Turn that off. I want to show you how just juicy the air is down here. All right, go down there to Texas. Yeah, here we go. Look at how, oops, come on. Look how high the dew points are. That's the measure of moisture in the air. And I mean, we just got a tremendous amount of wetness in the air. Oops, get this one. There we go. So, I mean, it's in the mid 70s. So I like to refer to that as air you can wear. It's like you can put it on with a coat. So a tremendous amount of moisture is in there. And the dew point, looking at the actual temperatures out ahead, we're talking temperatures well into the upper 80s. So we got high Cape, we got high fuel there for these thunderstorms. And that's what's fueling these cells like this one here. So it is a very conducive environment to support the severe thunderstorms, the supercells, and the possibility for those isolated tornadoes that we're going to continue to see here for the next several hours. Got a new warning that just came out. Boy, it's just tough on these. They just come one out of the other. Here, get back into Arkansas. I know we had somebody watching earlier from Arkansas and said there, when is the cap going to? I said, yeah, you're just kind of in between stuff. It isn't really a cap there. So $half size hail. This is for southeastern Clark County. This goes until 4 o'clock. This is about 10 miles east of Prescott, moving northeast at 15. It's a nice little hailer with that one right there. Looking for that cell. As Arkansas is starting to get some of the love now with some of these storms. Memphis has been pounded pretty well. And Nashville area is going to get it a little bit later. And you've seen those storms getting awfully close to Nashville. Switch over to the Nashville radar there. That's a little bit better looking. So there's a lot of cameras. You notice all these cameras in here. And as these storms are going through, we'll kind of highlight some of this as these storms are coming through the Tennessee area. A lot of cameras in that area. I only have a couple of active storm chasers out there today across Texas. Like those guys really were super busy yesterday, and I don't blame some of these guys taking a collective knee to catch their breath, to say the least. Still watching this tornadic sail down here toward Texas. Been real concerning. It doesn't look all that impressive on the reflectivity on this right now. Oh God, I hate political ads. God, don't hit my phone. Yeah, still got some broad circulation in there. Let me get this looping again. Looks like whatever's there just went over the Santa Ana area there, and really kind of coming into Brookwood here. So this warning right now, let me take that down. Let me double check. It's still radar indicated 2.5 inch hail. Got 26 minutes on this. It's almost through there already, folks. It's moving pretty fast. Moving east at 35. A tornado and tennis ball size hail in with this right now. Getting awfully close to Bangs. Just move over Santa Ana, and then we'll get a new warning here into Brookwood. At minimum, a severe thunderstorm warning for sure, but I think looking at that, the way the winds are spinning in there, probably going to see a new tornado warning that'll come out here very shortly. Waiting for these chasers. They're getting awfully close. Let's see if they can see anything off to the side. There you kind of see the storm's over to his right side. He's heading southward there on the highway. The storm is off to his right. So the skies are a little bit hazy. That may make it a little difficult to see if we in fact have a tornado out there. So again, welcome here to the Weather Nerds channel. I am Greg, your humble host here as we're kind of watching the coverage for today. I know folks are coming in and out here on the YouTube channel, as folks do when you go surfing online. If you could do me the favor, though, because we're a small entity here, please give me a thumbs up. That does help with the YouTube algorithm, and if you would consider subscribing to the channel, that would also help as well. Currently, the like count, we're up to 53. That's good. We're up to 53 on the like count, and we've added some 20-plus new subscribers to the channel, so all this really helps with getting this out so more people kind of come into the channel. Yeah, see you guys just checking some of the chat here on here. I see you guys chatting back and forth. That's good. Just making sure I have nobody new out here. So again, let me go back here again. Watching this thing. Oof. Oh, we got some damage reports up here. I just noticed we got some reports up from these storms. A whole bunch of them here posted. Tree down on Welch Road. Tree down on wires. Looks like a lot of trees got knocked down up here. Tree down on Kenham Road. Yeah. So, see all these little black dots here. This is wind damage reports here from some of the storms. Hey, thank you for that new subscriber. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. 51 more to go. Maybe we'll get to 3,700. We'll see. And we just officially passed over 600 views here in the last couple hours. Not bad. Not bad. But those are all those damage reports up into New York right there, those lines up there. And look at all these heavy storms that go all the way up into Canada as well. You can see the radar here showing these hefty storms up into Canada. And they got severe thunderstorm warnings up there too. So Canada and the United States are both getting pounded pretty good. Going back to our tornado warning here. I'll keep a watchful eye on this because the storm chasers are almost into position to where we can see some pretty good videos here. So I keep going back to that. One thing's for certain, man, we still got some very large hail in here and down in here and even back behind this. Some pretty good hail cores in here. Once again, whoops, I'll go over to my the vertical integrated liquid. And you can see those hail cores showed up very nicely there. Move this over a little bit. See, it just updated there. Very large hail core went through Coleman. Looks like staying north of Brownwood. But the southern part of this is where the rotation's been going on. And some very strong gusty winds swirling through here. So at minimum, we get a severe thunderstorm warning that should go into Brookwood and early. But the potential is we'll probably see an extension of that tornado warning here very shortly coming into this watch area. Connor's getting close. He's getting close. Should see some more stuff here pretty shortly. Let me get my counter caught back up again. I wish this thing would work right. I really need to message Storm Labs and ask them, how come this works sometimes like that? I just did that myself. And sometimes it does it on its own. I'm really guessing it depends on what you subscribe from, depending if you're on a phone or on a computer or watching from a TV. I'm guessing that's what it has to do with that. So again, we got a lot of stuff here, folks. We're still at 17 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 tornado warning, stretching all the way from New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. So a very large region to try to cover and try to stay on top of. Edith Roberts. Hey, Edith, you got family in Texas and Tennessee, so you're watching. Well, thank you, Edith. Appreciate you watching. And if you did just subscribe to the channel, a big thank you out to you. We just got our second tornado warning that just got issued here. Just saw that. I was watching this storm to the west here. Let's switch. That's this storm here. Radar indicated on this one as well. 1-inch hail. This one is for southern Sterling County, northwestern Tom Green County, and north central Iron County. Goes until 4 o'clock. This is for storm producing table was possible near Sterling City, or 19 miles southwest of Sterling City, I should say there. So let's take a look at the velocity mode on this one. It's kind of the edge of that range. Yeah, they definitely got something there. Absolutely. You're seeing that spin up right through there. That will need to be watched closely. Let me see the loop on this. It's kind of an east to maybe slight southeast. So the city of San Angelo here needs to be watched with that cell. And Brownwood on this other one. Let's check the. Let's try this other radar here. Get another look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's the other radar site. So you got something spinning up in there. Absolutely. No, we got 2 active tornado warnings out right now. Again, folks, thanks for joining here on the Weather Nerds YouTube channel as we continue to watch things begin to deteriorate here across Texas. We got 2 tornado warnings out. Those 2 warnings are in the watch box. Again, you kind of see the yellow there. You see the 2 purple boxes there in Texas. Those are where those tornado warnings are up. So it's in the watch area. But we're tracking these 2 warnings right now. And the storm chaser's getting awfully close here. Again, if you're coming in new to the channel, please give me a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. And before you leave, if you consider subscribing, it would be an honor and a pleasure to be one of your choices for severe weather coverage for not only today, but also down the line. There's a lot of choices out in the YouTube universe. And I do appreciate to be at least be one of yours. So let me switch back to the Abilene radar here. We're getting awfully close here. Let's see if he's going to be, Connor's going to be taking, so the storm is just off to his right, but not the best viewing day for that severe weather out there tornado. So we'll see if he gets a little bit closer, see if the visibility gets a little bit better. It's a little hazy. I was showing you there how humid the air was. So when it's that humid, particles, dust, it makes visibility not the best in the world. But boy, that's a tremendous amount of hail there to the north. You talk a black, well, I mean, you see the core here. This is some very large hail. They're moving through. Coleman got nailed very, very hard there. And that looks very discombobulated there. I mean, there's rotation in the cloud. Looks like something maybe right in here, just north of Santa Ana.
Again, I'm getting awfully close to Brownwood, man. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a new tornado warning here issued here any second. Absolutely gonna see a new tornado warning. That's gonna be issued here shortly. Again, you can see that. Look at all these roads in here, though. I always get concerned when I zoom in close and you see all those little roads like that. That's usually indications of residential areas. Probably a lot of mobile homes out there as well, which can be very dangerous. They're near Buffalo, near Liberty. Getting to Bangs, look at all the little roads in here as well as little towns, little communities through here. As we got something spinning around. Hopefully this is just a rotating wall cloud and not a tornado on the ground. Still showing it as radar indicated. So as these two storm chasers are heading down 67 and 84 here shortly, we'll probably get a better idea as they turn and move due west. And we'll see what this is showing off toward the east to see if we got something tornadic in there or not. One thing's for sure, we've had some very, very large hail. Keep looking at it. Ooh, God bless. That's a hailer, man. That's a big one. That's a big boy. That is a substantial hailstorm. Up to tennis ball size hail. And hopefully these guys will be able to stay just south of that hailer because that is a big time hailstorm. Again, we're watching these two cells here. Let me switch over to this radar here. Oh, now this one's starting to look like it's got a little bit of a hook on this one. Yeah, look at this one. Look at this one. So this is almost what you see out of a Radar 101 book. You got your hail core here, and then you got your spin up down here. So that looks like we got a potential tornado here on the ground on this one. Let me look at the velocity again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think we got a tornado on the ground here, folks. That looks like a tornado on the ground. Well, let's just see if we got any spotters in the area. This is radar indicated. I turned the spotters off. Let me look here. I forgot where the heck they're at. Oh. Is the spotter network in here? Nope. I'm kind of looking. I hope we get a spotter out there soon to kind of take a look. I think we got a tornado on the ground there. Let me look at my cross level here. I want to look at my cross level here, my radar scope. I need to switch radars here real quick, so give me 1 second. I want to look at get to the right cell. Oh yeah, that's showing up very nice in here. So here's the cross level on that same cell. Here's on radar scope. I'm gonna take a look here at the winds. So we got 28 miles toward the radar, and we got, looks like 81 miles away from the radar. Add those two together, 81, 28, that's about what, 110? So we got 110 miles of mile per hour winds kind of rotating around there. So I think we got a tornado on the ground there, I really do. At least looking at that, based off that signature, I think we got a tornado on the ground there. Let me double check, make sure we don't have any communities in this area. I don't see anything. I'm zooming in and notice I'm not seeing anything lighting up. I see a lot of roads in here, but no towns lighting up. So maybe that's hopefully we'll stay out in no man's land. But I think we got a tornado on the ground there. And that will need to be watched closely because look at the path on that. Okay, it's a slight east. If it stays on that path, we're talking San Angelo getting in on the action here. So again, I think we got a tornado on the ground here, folks, on this cell. This is radar indicated again. This is for southern Sterling County, northwestern Tom Green County, and north central Iona County until 4 o'clock. But based off that signature, I think we may have a tornado on the ground there. So that's our first one. This other one, and I'll switch radars again, goes over here, is for this one. Now this one is showing rotation, but not nearly as well as that other one. But we got another potential tornado right here, getting ready to come into Bangs and coming into Brookwood and Early. The storm chasers are getting really close to this one. Let's look at it. Let's look at Connor's camera. He's now moving westward now. We'll see what his camera shows when he gets closer. So if you get kind of tuning in here on the Weather Nerds YouTube channel, I'm Greg, your humble host here on the channel, on a little channel that could. If you could do me a favor before you leave, because the turnover is about 5 minutes here. I'm tracking about 5:15 right now. Please give me a thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you consider subscribing to the channel, that also helps with the algorithm. So those two things in conjunction help bring in new potential viewers who may be interested in this coverage. So help me out if you can. with that. I wish I was a lot bigger so I wouldn't have to do that, but unfortunately, that's the game YouTube says I have to play. So, as I like to say, game on. We'll keep doing it. All right. Let me go back over to this other radar again. Ooh, that looks, yeah, that's that right there. That little bullseye showing up very nicely there. Let me look at the. That doesn't show up on the coalition. Thank you there for the new subscriber. That is Stomy. Hey, Stomy, thank you for joining the channel. You just made us hit 3650, which, by the way, you're automatically registered to win a free NOAA weather radio. I'll be giving those away when I get to 5,000. And right now, we're officially at 73% of the goals. Only got 27% to go, and we get to 5,000. So I was checking the coalition coefficient in here to see if there was any debris. I can't see anything on there. But this tornado looks like it's getting ready to pass Texas State Road. Looks like Texas 163 right there. But that looks like a tornado on the ground there, folks. Absolutely does. And the trick is that this thing's in direct path on that path. If it holds going into San Angelo, that is a pretty decent sized city there in West Texas. And they could be looking at a direct hit from that tornado. So we got to watch that one very closely. And then we'll continue to watch this one over here. Of course, this one does not look nearly as well, but we still got spin in here. Broad rotation in here, coming into the Banks area. So let me go ahead and animate this one again. So we got 2 tornado warnings we're watching right now. This one getting very close. I'm looking at Connor's camera again. Look at the skies getting very dark there as he's intercepting this tornado potential out ahead of him. We'll see what kind of weather. Oh, 297 for gas. Oh, I need to fill up there. I haven't seen sub 3 o'clock gas in a long time. So we got a new warning that just came out. Let's pull back out here. Okay, I'm kind of watching everybody. Where's that watch shot? I don't see it. Oh, they got a tornado warning up in. Holy cow! Holy cow! Look at this. You got a tornado warning up in Canada. Look at that up in Canada. Even Canada getting on the action here. I'm not going to worry about Canada, but that's interesting. Okay, here's another severe thunderstorm warning down here. That's a pretty good cell there. That's another cell. This is 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for northern Sterling County. Goes until 4 o'clock. Storm was located 14 miles southeast of Forson, moving northeast at 35. So that's a pretty good cell there as well. But boy, look at that. Wow, look at that. That, my friends, and that right there is a textbook-looking tornado signature there. They always say, look for the hook. Here's another thing of interesting. If you notice this, look at this. Here's something else that I want to point out. Let me pull out a little bit. Look where this thing spun up. See this outflow boundary? This is an outflow boundary. Okay? So that storm intersected with the outflow boundary from the other storm. That's why I was pointing this out earlier. Outflow boundaries can add to the spin. Thus, we got a tornado warning right there. So, kind of glad that weather education paid off. Paid off a little bit there, but we got a tornado there. It looks like to me it's out in no man's land right now, which is good. And I don't know if this is going to hold together long enough to get into San Angelo or not, but boy, we got to watch it. I think we got a tornado. It's just crossing 163 right now. There's that tornado right there. Crossing Texas 163, but again, as I'm zooming in, I'm seeing no towns lighting up. Not to say there's not people out there, but the not less populated area to say the least. So hopefully it stays that way. And let me go to my cross section again on that cell because it looks like the winds are picking up a little bit. Let me look again. I use 2 programs here. I use Radar Scope and I use Radar Omega again. So let me go back over to my Radar Scope cross section. And I just noticed the winds appear to be going up. So we're 71 towards 43 away. So yeah, so you add the wind toward, that's getting up to 120 mile-per-hour winds in there. So that tornado could be strengthening. It does appear to be on the ground. That does appear to be a tornado that's on the ground. Absolutely do. Absolutely does. I'm just waiting for the Weather Service to confirm that. I got a new warning that just came out. Where are we at? Where are we at? Looking. Oh, over here in Virginia. All right, come on. We'll hit this one very quickly. Let me put this back on reflectivity mode. So this one, 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for Roanoke County, the city of Salem, the city of Roanoke, which is where my brother-in-law lives in there, and then northeast in Montgomery County goes until 5:30. So that is for that severe thunderstorm warning there. See it kind of moving up that, moving pretty fast too. That's going to move right up 81, pretty quick there. All right, let's go back here to these tornadoes. Again, I'll try to stay on top of the warnings as best we can, but we got to stay on top of these 2 tornadoes. And the chasers are getting really close here now. Let's look for this radar here. So, and look at that inflow notch there. Yeah, this could be developing. See this? This is what we call an inflow notch in here. Could be something spinning around in here. Here's our hail core on the edge of that warning. Well, I don't know why that weather service team is being so slow on their warnings. They were slow to issue the warning on that initially. Getting awfully dark out ahead of him. And I do appreciate everybody checking out our coverage here on these 2 tornadoes. One's for sure looks very certain to be on the ground. This one still looks pretty broad to me. But coming into the Bangs area right there, coming into a Brookwood. So we got one chaser here. This is Connor. He's getting awfully close. So you see the base of the clouds there in front of him now. He's getting close enough now to where we might be able to see if there's a tornado there, it's almost dead center in front of him. Coming right at him, to be honest with you. So looking right down this road. So we're going to be looking right into this wall cloud right through here and see if we got anything that's possibly tornadic. Look how dark it's getting. You see the folks' lights on. Again, looking at the radar signature to me, that looks like a rotating wall cloud, a fairly big one, but they can produce tornadoes. So he is almost dead center, heading right toward it. He's getting awfully close, but I don't see anything in there. Looking at the upper part of the cloud, it does appear to be some rotation, definitely some hail in there too. And he's going to pull off here and watch. Yep. He's going to pull off there and watch that cell right in front of him. So we get off this again. So he's pulled off. He's actually right outside the warning area. There's no warning coming right at him, but look what's coming right at him. So that appears to be a rotating wall cloud. It does not appear to be tornadic to me, at least looking at the velocity. Not to say that couldn't change, because you definitely got some wind. You got this inflow notch in here, so it could pinch off and develop into a tornado. So something to watch. This one back behind this one, let's see how this one's looking. Still looking pretty healthy. Yep, still looking pretty healthy there. But that's out in no man's land. Let's hope it stays that way and it does not go into San Angelo. That's not too far away. Let's see the distance on here. Let me see, what's the speed on this moving? Oh, it's observed. Okay, there it is. Observed tornado. I was waiting on it. I knew there were. I kind of figured there was be something there. I was waiting to see. So confirmed large tornado, extremely dangerous tornado is located 18 miles south of Starling City, moving east at 15. I said, looking at that signature, it sure looked like a tornado to me. Absolutely. Damage threat considerable on this one. So this one needs to be watched closely. Look, again, we're not too far away from San Angelo here. So we got another warning came out. Got more warnings that have come out here of these storms to the north. So why is the warning there? What the heck? Where's? Okay, it's moving that direction. Okay, it's moving north. Okay, I was like, okay, that one's moving north. This one's severe thunderstorm warning for Mitchell County. This goes until 4:45. 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter inch hail. This was moving northwest. It's 17 miles northwest of Starling City. So there's Starling City. Look how the winds are separating here. See this? This is kind of going this way, and this one's kind of going this way. So that tells me the air's got some divergence. And when you see divergence in there, that's a fancy term where you can get more helicity and more spin. It's typically the one on the right from the splitting action there that becomes tornadic. Not to mention the fact that we got an outflow boundary in there as well that kind of adds to the spin in the atmosphere there. Yeah, that's the right radar. Let's stay on that one. So this is an observed tornado. We'll say the winds do not look as strong as they were looking a little while ago. Oops, sorry. Let's go to high res. Let me go back the last 14 frames here and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not going to loop this here. See, it spun up a little high and then it looked like, let me go in a little closer. See, it kind of got a little tight, but it's still kind of holding its own. Just crossed 163, but that's kind of about no man's land. Let's just hope it does not get into San Angelo. Let's hope that thing gets up. We do not need to see a tornado. That outflow boundary, some gusty winds definitely riding around that boundary. It's going to ride that boundary, but as the boundary shifts to the south, I think the storm's going to shift with it, potentially. Let's go back to the storm chasers here. See what Connor's seeing. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look how dark it's gotten. I definitely got some hail in there. I can tell by looking at the cloud and the way the color skews looking there. Again, welcome to the Weather Nerds channel. Again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider it. It'd be an honor to be one of your weather sources out here in the YouTube universe. Looking at the top of this cloud, I'm seeing rotation here, just at the top of the screen. Clearly seeing some of that rotating wall cloud, the lightning. If you can also do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up before you leave. Again, that helps the YouTube algorithm, allows other people to kind of come into this. There is some spin in this, no doubt about that, but not dropping a tornado, but it could be, that's for sure. He's very close to where that's be. He's watching that. Look very closely. You see the rotation of the clouds. Okay, that's right up in that wall cloud. Right there. Quite significant. Hey, Stormy, a lot of wind farms out there. Hey, Stormy, you know did you see the windmill that got taken out on the highway yesterday? I mean, tore it to shreds. It was amazing. But one thing I would look at the color Q of those clouds. That's probably indication we got some hail in there too. Absolutely. But that's, again, rotating wall cloud in there. If I go back to velocity, and they issued a severe thunderstorm warning, not a tornado warning. And based off what I'm seeing with the velocity, I agree with that. So this is a new, again, possible tornado, 60-mile-per-hour winds, 2.5-inch hail, just big-time hail in here. Storm is located over Thrifty or over Lake Brownwood, moving east at 30. So that is that one. They just put that as a severe thunderstorm warning. And this is browning in on Brownwood and Early right now. So again, the big threat for this one, folks, is the hail. I mean, this has had some tremendous hail core just to the north, and it looks like it's going to edge him. When I was showing you the live camera view from him, the sky color, look at the sky color, that's clearly hail. Kind of looks like a greenish hue to it. And the reason why it looks a little greenish is because hail with the ice, it kind of skews the visual light spectrum to the green side. So that's why you get that kind of discoloration to the sky. Greenish, as they said in the movie Twister. Same thing. So again, appreciate you guys checking out the coverage. Again, oh, there's our tornado report there. Finally plotted. That's our first one of the day. Law enforcement confirmed tornado on the ground about to cross Highway 163, which it already has. Let's go back here to radio velocity. Yeah, you still got some rotation in there. Look at that. There's our tornado. This is our tornado right here spinning around. And again, the concern is, will this be one of those long track mothers that's going to make it all the way down to San Angelo or not? Hopefully not. That's, again, a pretty good populated city through there. We have this outflow boundary that's been moving through San. You can see that very well. You see this line right through here? That's that outflow boundary from earlier. And again, the right along that line is where that vortex is spinning around, and you get additional helicity because of the outflow boundaries from the stuff earlier. Well, we got a lot of chats going on, I'm seeing. Yep. Windmills and a tornado zone wide, just why. I agree with it, but it's the best way to collect the wind, man. I've seen windmills take out birds, man. I saw one bird, a big bird, just killed the bird. But they're supposed to be environmentally friendly. I don't know. I'm all for, you know. Oh, look at that outflow boundary. Woo, that looks nice. Yeah, we got a tornado there. Absolutely do. It's riding along that boundary. Let's just hope it does not get near the area there. Kind of tracking this over to San Antonio, and it's moved about 45. So according to the speed at which it's moving, if it continues along that path, it could get into San Angelo within the next 48 minutes. So by 5:30, we could have a tornado getting into San Angelo. So we're talking about 100,000 people in the path of the storm right there. I was just doing a little check on that. So that needs to be watched very carefully here as we've got this tornado there bearing down on San Angelo. At least the other tornado's gone. But look at this new activity that's formed. Look what's happened here. Again, these storms formed along that old outflow boundary. I was kind of forming that up earlier. This new activity that has sprung up here in just the last few minutes has been the interaction between two different outflow boundaries colliding, getting your lift, and there you get your thunderstorms. So that's what we're seeing all up in there right now. So appreciate everybody's coverage here on this. Oh, one other thing I want to remind folks here for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I know we're kind of doing severe weather coverage here right now. Tomorrow morning, the National Hurricane Center will come out with its official forecast for the 2024 season. I will do an update. I'm going to shoot for probably around 11:30ish. Comes out around 10. I'll need a little bit to do some production time, but I will upload a new video talking about that new outlook for the season because I think it's going to be pretty robust. Absolutely will be. Let's see what these Corey says. He's probably just he's chasing these storms that are kind of blowing up to his south. Again, a lot of heavy rotation in those cells, but nothing tornadic in there just yet. I don't know if they're going to. I don't know if they're going to. They're too far away to intercept this other storm, but this storm's still looking very healthy. Just even on the velocity, even on the regular reflectivity mode. Let me freeze that for a second. Look at that. Look at a nice little hook. I mean, you're talking a nice little hook here. Hail on the northern side of that. That is a textbook looking tornado signature on a supercell thunderstorm. I mean, if I was going to put that in a book, I'd put it in a book. That's exactly what it looks like. But man, that outflow bound. The only thing I could say when I'm looking at that hook echo is the fact that I've never seen one interacting with the that much along with the outflow bound. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've seen that. So again, before you guys check on out of here again, I know folks come in and out. What's our viewer time here? We've been averaging here about almost 6 minutes, so we're doing pretty good on our viewership time. We just cracked 650, so we're up to 57 likes. So before you guys leave, you do me the favor, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Again, this allows folks that are not in the feed to kind of come in. I'm kind of watching my track here as the weather is picking up. So please do that. It helps me out, helps the algorithm, helps and allows other people to come watch this coverage. So again, small channel, got to play the games that YouTube tells me I got to play. All right. So again, I'm really concerned about San Angelo. I really am. Especially as this was described as a large tornado. Large tornadoes can have a history of fairly long tracks. This is fairly flat land out here. It can probably go for miles if that circulation center holds together. It's only about 45 miles outside of San Angelo right now. Or about 40 miles because it told me it was like 48 minutes away and it was about 45 miles. So you know, we're looking at within the next 40 minutes or so, this could potentially get in near the San Angelo area and cause a lot of problems. But again, a lot of people being impacted today with this. I mean, look at all those. Oh man, I continue to come back to this again. New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Tennessee. Now getting into Mississippi. Actually, now Mississippi, Dallas. Of course, we got the clusters of these storms here near Dallas. So we're talking about a significant coverage area trying to cover here on this. Very active weather here for today. And I continue to be, right now, the biggest threat out there as far as all these storms is San Angelo. Got a new warning that just came out. This is all the way up in New York. Boy, they've been really getting pounded up here in New York here. Where is my, uh-oh. Did it just drop my counties again? I hate when it does that. Let's turn this back on. There we go. There we go. Turn that back on. There we go. So this is severe thunderstorm warning here for Jefferson, Lewis, and Osogwa County. It goes till 5:45. Storm was near 9 Mile Port, moving north at 40 miles per hour on that. That's got some pretty good storms up there, and dropping some hails up there through upstate New York as well. It looks like Interstate 81 coming home is going to be a bit of a mess. Even have these tornado warnings up here into, this is Canada. I've never seen tornado warnings that last an hour and 11 minutes ago. So I think the weather service in Canada is a little bit different than back here in the States. We're going to see a new tornado warning here issued here any second. I think this is going to get awfully close to somewhere right in here based off that signature. This current warning right now has only got about another 8 minutes. So we're going to see a new warning that's going to be issued, and it's going to get awfully close to the San Angelo area here. This could be a very large tornado on the ground, and boy, it's still showing up very nicely there on the iris velocity. Not so much on that one. As we're looking at the signature right through here. Oops, get that going. You know, this is where it was earlier. So it's continuing to race into the San Angelo area here. Shows up very nice on the reflectivity, that's for sure. You got a nice little hook there. So let's hope that dissipates a little bit and does not go into San Angelo, Texas. That's about 80,000 folks in that area. Pretty populated zone, to say the least. So we'll continue to watch this very closely, and we'll continue to monitor what the storm chaser's seeing here. He should be in the soup right now. Looking at that cell. Corey's camera's down, probably because of some very heavy rains. And let's see what Connor's seeing. Ooh, look how dark it's gotten there, man. Woo! Almost looks like night and a day. Oop, stop at the light. Don't run it. Don't run it. It's a very heavy. Well, that's a pretty good hail here too. That is a major hailstorm there north of them. Well, they're getting awfully close to seeing some hail in here. Look at that hail core. This is out of history of producing 2.5-inch hail, by the way. Got a new warning came out. Looking. Don't see it. I see a new storm report came in. From this cell, looks like 60 mile per hour winds. 66.7 measured. So we got 70 mile per hour winds along that gust line. Boy, that's tremendous. God, look at the hail. Even the hail's got a little hook to it. I mean, you got always. I heard Reed Timmer out there was sitting there talking about it. You got hail, you got a tornado. He mentioned in one of his videos I saw earlier. But yeah, that's got a clear line here. I'm just waiting for that new warning. I'm just waiting for it. 6 more minutes on that current warning. I've noticed this with the weather service out of Texas. Weather service offices are all different. So I always like the rule of thumb, if you get there 5 minutes in the warning, put the new warning out so they at least overlap on each other so one doesn't expire, then you have a gap, then a new warning goes out. I really don't like that. So hopefully these guys will put out a new warning here shortly. I don't know if these chasers are going to try to intercept this storm that's up to the west. They still look like they're way too far away. But that is a significant signature there, to say the least. Let's go back up to the Dallas area. See, so Dallas is looking pretty decent right now. They got some rains and some storms in the area. Oops, let me get this going here. Just wanted to see what the camera in Dallas is looking like. So yeah, Dallas getting some pretty heavy rains there, moving through Dallas right now. That's the Dallas skyline right now. See, it's 82 degrees. You're getting some rain and some thunder, but they're not getting the heavy stuff. So there is the rain and thunderstorms moving through Dallas, but no severe at the moment, which is good. Again, we got these tornado watches that we're going to have to watch here as we go through tonight. Let me make sure you update this real quick. Double click this. There you kind of see all the watches here. This is kind of the big view. So you got the watches up in New York State, Pennsylvania, into Maryland and Northern Virginia. Then you got Tennessee, Northern Mississippi, back over toward Oklahoma and Texas. And then south of that boundary, you got the tornado watches that are there in the yellow zone. And that's where we're seeing these current tornado warning right now. Let me switch over to the right radar because it's too far away. Still got a nice little hook on there. Still got one. 3 more minutes on that warning. You know why y'all doing that to me? You know you're going to issue another warning. Come on. You know you're going to do it. So again, before folks leave the channel, please give me a thumbs up, give me a likes on the coverage there. Help me out. Please do help me out. Right now we're still holding at 57 likes. So again, hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel helps the YouTube algorithm to kind of spread the love out here. I know as the activity's gone up, other people probably siphoning off people coming to the channel. It's okay. We've had a pretty good run today. But again, that's the best way I can try to even compete with everybody is with the likes and the subscribers that you guys can do. Kind of watching this, boy. I tell you, it's kind of interesting to say the least with this. I'm really interested to see what happens tomorrow with the hurricane report. That's for sure. Let's go back over to Tennessee here. Let's check out Tennessee's activity here. Boy, it's kind of falling right in between a lot of the cameras right now. This looks like, it's got a little spin in here. It's like a little bit of what we call an upper level vortex in here. That's what's setting up the thunderstorms that are coming through Tennessee. Oh, new warning. Here's our new warning. Oh, they did not issue a tornado warning. Ooh, okay. I stand corrected then. They issued a possible tornado. It's got 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1.5-inch hail. This is for southeastern Sterling, central Tom Green, northeastern Iona till 5 o'clock. So I stand corrected. I sound surprised. They probably have done some more scans in here. Okay, that's to me. It's still got some spin in there. I disagree with this. I still see something in it that needs to be watched. But right now they got issued as a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's hope it stays like that. I'm not saying they should issue out warnings for everything, but when I see span, especially one that's had an observed tornado and condition, if it still looks like that, I'm still issuing a warning. At least that's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to it, right? So let me look at the cross level on this storm again. Okay, definitely is opened up and is weakened. Okay, all right. Okay. Now I did a little bit of analysis in here. Okay, 44 away, 23. Okay, all right. Looks like it's opened up. I'm looking at this. This is the side level. This is what the Weather Service was looking at. On the reflectivity side, it still looks like what you would consider a tornado. On the velocity side, it looks like something has opened up. So it's become kind of like more of a straight line wind type thing. So it appears that it is opened up. So that's what the Weather Service was saying. So I guess I don't need to pick on them so much. I was just looking at that signature, that hook there. I was saying, well, that looked awfully promising. Well, we got a pretty good hailer here to the east of, west of Dallas here. Man, why am I getting all these ads for Joe Biden in my phone? I really don't care about the presidential election. Sorry, I just don't. 2 old guys way past their prime running for president. Severe thunderstorm warning here remains in effect until 4:15 for central Palo Pinto County. Storm is 8 miles west of Palo Pinto or 20 miles west of Mineral Springs, moving east at 35. That's a pretty good cell there. Absolutely there. That means that Dallas is not out of the woods yet. They got that storm almost heading right for them. So a pretty good storm cell there. See what our storm report looks like. We haven't looked at that in a hot minute. There's our one official tornado report. Yay! There it is. So we got our one official tornado of the day, and we've got 52 wind reports and 50 hail reports. So a pretty decent coverage. And this stretches reports all the way from upstate New York all the way back toward Texas. A pretty long area there, to say the least. me see something here. I want to check something real quick. Nope. Just double checking. So again, welcome everybody to the channel here. My viewers are dropping off here a little bit. I hate seeing that. We've been kind of holding steady at a pretty good level, but they're dropping off. So again, I'm at the mercy of the viewers, unfortunately. That's what we're sitting at. If the viewers don't do the things that I'm asking to do, then we're gonna hit a dry pit, and that's the way it goes. We did okay today. We've added some new people, 23 new folks to the channel. Not looking too bad. It's been a fairly decent. I wouldn't call it solid. Not like last week we had like Brownsville, though the one that hit Houston, that was very spot on there. But again, kind of looking at everything up and down this line. Well, of course, we got these storms still coming into Little Rock right now. Those could potentially go severe again later. Looks like the worst might be coming out of Oklahoma, though, as these storms are kind of moving out. I think Oklahoma might be done. Got some mornings here in southern part of Kentucky. Ooh, that's a nice looking cell. Can you say hail? Yeah, we got some pretty good hail in there. Absolutely. A new warning came out. Let's again watching this again. Oh, this is back over toward southern. What's that? Into Kentucky there? Yeah, Western Kentucky, southeastern Marshall, west central Trigg, and southwestern Lyon. It goes till 4:45. Severe thunderstorm is located over Benton, moving east at 25 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour winds, a quarter-inch hail there on that one. Let me switch over to closer radar here. Yeah, that's some pretty good thunderstorms in there. Whoop. Pretty good storms to say the least. All right, well, this is the best we're going to be able to do for today. When my wife comes home, I might have to get off and take care of her. She's been having a bad day at work. She's getting ready to leave a job and heading for a new one here soon. All right, Bank was trying to get a hold of me. So, boy, you see the explosion. Look at this boundary here, probably near the cold front. You see that kind of running through there? That's that boundary kind of flaring up with those storms. In fact, I could show you that cold front. There it is. There's the boundary. Here's the front right there. So we're getting stuff firing along that cold front, even stuff way out ahead of that cold front. But it's along that boundary where the most significant stuff is taking place right now. And, of course, that lines up with, obviously, there's that outlook right there, going from New York all the way back into that enhanced area where we've already had a confirmed tornado on the ground. Fortunately, it did let up. Thank goodness for that, as we're getting close to a very populated area. I still need to watch that cell, though, because you can still get them to regenerate. You got to watch that closely. They can play hot to generate. We'll be okay for a while, then another tornado form a little bit later. Well, let's go back over here. Continue to watch these storms here in Texas. We do got a new tornado warning. Yeah, that came out when I wasn't looking. And this was 2 minutes ago. I mean, why? Oh, I don't understand that. That just frustrates me. South Central Sterling County, northwestern Tom Green, and northeastern Iowa. This is radar indicated on this. Ping pong size hail and a possible tornado. Again, you can see that on the signature. I mean, you see that. That right there. I mean, you see when you see something like this, that looks like you got. Actually, spin the other way. You look like you got a possible tornado in there. So I'm gonna go back to velocity mode here again. And it's picked up again. And weakened, and it weakened, and it kind of flared up again. See, it kind of weakened, and it kind of picked up again. Yeah. Good news is it looks like that boundary that outflow boundary that's drifting southward is pushing the storm further southward, so it may stay south of San Angelo, which would be very good. So you see the spin up in there. This one was a confirmed tornado on the ground as it's rotating through there right there. Let me look at my cross section again. I want to look at that again. Do my side-by-side comparison. Oops. Let me switch over to my right one here. Oops. Yeah, looks like top wind in there is not that high. So it's this is what they're seeing again. Looking at that possible tornado. This was a confirmed tornado earlier. Now looks like just a very strong rotation. The winds don't appear nearly as high as it did earlier. I was showing like 120 mile per hour winds combined. Now I'm not seeing the same thing. So, but a weaker signature right there. Getting into San Angelo. So again, everyone, welcome to the channel here again. I do appreciate everybody that's been checking out the coverage. What are we up to on the likes here? We're currently still holding at 57. So we're probably getting bled off by some of the bigger channels out there. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. We did all right. We got into some stuff today. We added some more people to the channel, which is the good thing. We want to make sure we continue the growth in the right direction. Eventually, I'll get to 10,000, which will be nice. When I get to 10,000, that'll be, and for those who don't know, 10,000 is kind of a magic area for YouTube. When you get to 10,000, you tend to get advertisers that get interested in you a little bit. And especially when you get up to 100,000, then you got to really get the good things going. But 10,000 is kind of the initial one that gets you kind of recognized. And right now we're only about, what, 36% there, 36.5% there to 10,000. So hopefully when it gets to that, we'll go, hey, my beautiful bride's home. Hello. And hopefully when we get to that level, we'll be able to do that someday. So this is what I'm going to do for now, since my wife's come home for today and the viewership's kind of dropped off for this afternoon. Again, thank you everybody for the watch. I do appreciate this. Again, we're going to do this again. I'm going to keep doing this on the low days as we can, but the viewership's really dropped off here. That tells me that the other folks are kind of stealing the thunder a little bit. But I promise you, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep doing these on the days that I can do that can help kind of grow the numbers. Eventually, once I get to the right number, once I get to obviously 5,000 when I give away those weather radios that I want to do. But once I get to like the 10,000 level, and maybe I'm thinking maybe a year from now we'll get there. It's going to be slow going because there's just so many different entities out there. Once we get to that level, we'll get to have a lot more fun with this, and I can be able to sustain my numbers. I'm just sitting there looking at my numbers here, and the viewership's kind of dropped off. The hours have dropped off there, so it's been kind of tough to keep going. So you guys take it easy. I do appreciate you guys watching the channel. I'm gonna go take care of my wife who's come home. She kind of had a rough day at work today. Gotta be a husband too. So you guys take it easy, and we're going to stop the stream for now, and we'll see you on the next update here. Look for future streams because I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to do them. And watch for my hurricane update for tomorrow. I will have an update on what the Hurricane Center is putting out for the upcoming hurricane season. Till then, you guys take it easy. Have a good afternoon, a good night, and be safe out there. Stay weather aware.